noises. Let's go. Okay, I'm going to switch on over to the game scene. Actually, no, I don't have Minecraft in the background. I did. Oh, wait, no, it's out. Let's go. Okay, just updated. That probably means I also need to update the server. Let's hope the server build is available. Otherwise, I will probably have to run around in circles on the previous version just for a little bit. Let me refresh this, because the problem is the server also has to be updated to the snapshot. Now, it seems to be pretty... Bring the music down. It seems to be pretty quick most of the time. That said, usually the snapshot is already out. I think we might have to run around in circles for a little bit. But, I mean, got to do what we got to do. Let's make sure OBS is up in the background as well. Could not find live video on YouTube. Let's try that one again. Please, OBS, don't make me be a YouTube dashboard Andy. I guess for the time being. Oh my god, I actually have audio on my phone as well. Get that out of here. Either way, let's bring up the dashboard for the time being. Never mind, my Chrome is not responding. Awesome. That is pretty cool. I like the parts where stuff breaks intermittently, even outside of my control. Sometimes it's in my control, sometimes it's technical difficulties for one reason or another. Either way, for the time being, let's just let's see how this ends up playing out. The game should be launching in the background regardless, so we should have the correct version. My Chrome still isn't responding. Awesome. See if OBS comes up. Okay, there we go. OBS has come up over the top. That's all we really need to worry about. Doesn't matter if Chrome is completely dying in the background. All that matters is that we have the key functions that we need. We got Minecraft on the left. We got stream starting on the right. I'll switch over to the game scene any moment now. We can get that started. Either way, for the time being, we've got some time to kill. So let's check up on the chat either way. Exotics with a 3 was definitely early gang. They were here about an hour ago. That is pretty impressive. Let's jump on over to the game because I feel like something interesting is going to be happening here sooner than anywhere else. I checked this before and it worked. I've now relaunched. Maybe this don't work. Let's go to properties. It did take a little while last time as well. Minecraft 1.8.9. Why is that the source? What the heck? Either way, there we go. Everything is back up and running. We're good to go. So regardless, ProWord was kind of correct in that it's not the latest snapshot version. That said, it's the latest one that is available at the moment. So we'll kind of make do. Either way, the Pingu Pongu server is currently on the older version. This is the only one that's actually released and available. Let's double check this dashboard just to see if it's actually been updated on Apex at this stage. There are 2 people on the server. That's going to be very epic when it still isn't out. Okay, awesome. Do we switch over? No, I think I just have to stick with my guns. Maybe we'll go into a single player game quickly. Create new world. Let's go into here. See if I can figure out some of the things that have been introduced into this version. Now I have missed a couple beforehand as well. So we have plenty to work with. Snapshot out, cave gen, OMG. Very epic indeed, which means we're going to be needing to create a new world, new generation. The new generation of there's PvP. There's PvP. There is PvP. Yes, you are correct about that. We had a bit of a PvP episode in the previous episode, I suppose. In the previous session of the snapshot stream, we did actually have some PvP action. Whoa, okay. What's popping here? Back to game. Oh, this delightful FPS. Ladies and gentlemen, I think in 5, 6, maybe 7 days, should have the rest of my PC built. Oh my god, this is atrocious. What is going on? Something behind the scenes is not making this a nice experience. CPU usage, Java binary 62%. Awesome. That is very good. Let's see if I can turn this down for now. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, sooner or later. Hopefully sooner at this stage. Oh my god, this is fine. This is fine. Okay, there we go. It's just warming up a little bit. No, it's still a little stuttery. Either way, as I've said before, this is the ability to appreciate what it once was so that... Oh my god, it is stuttery. Either way, this will be fine. So that in the future, we can have the very epic comparison. It's going to be generational. I can't emphasize the difference that we're going to be enabling here. I don't know, though, because, like, it never used to lag. So something must be going whack. To be fair, I don't think I've restarted my PC in... like a couple of weeks, maybe a few weeks, maybe too many weeks. Maybe that is part of the problem. I guess one of the advantages, because like I always have work stuff open, I'm always like partway through things. It's a pain to shut down all the Chrome tabs and then open them up again. Let's see what's down here, because we are just waiting around for the server to actually become available. I have 100% trapped myself down here. Like maybe I can use some dirt to escape, but like my options are pretty limited. Either way, we are waiting for the server to actually update its versions. I guess I should be checking quite frequently because right now the version in the title is actually the latest available version on the server, and that is kind of the choke point at this stage. So whenever, actually no, let's scroll through quickly, because I realized I'm looking at the Snapshot Java Edition snapshots, but I'm not actually checking if anything else has it. Now I find it unlikely that one of like the paper or the spigot versions would have it beforehand, but let's just scroll through, see if anything else is definitely not going to be down in Life in the Village. Life in the Village 2, Life in the Village Lite, Modern Skyblock 3. Something tells me that one's not it. Feed the Beast. Jesus. Smoky Batman. That's going to become my new catchphrase. There are a lot of Feed the Beast versions. Feed the Beast preset, Pyramid, Revolution, preset. There are a lot of different presets. There's also Omnia, Monster, Magic World. We're getting a little distracted. It doesn't seem like there has been an update for the server versions just yet. I guess I could go... Actually, no. Can I change my game mode? I don't think so, but I can save and quit and create a creative world, and we can at least play around with some of the new features until we get going. The new snapshot, Cave Generation, that is loading of old worlds is temporarily disabled. That's always what you want to hear. Hard, peaceful, easy, normal, hard. Sure, hard doesn't matter because we're going in creative anyway. Create a new world, name doesn't matter either because it's a one-time use. And I suppose now that my Chrome has started responding again, I can actually try to bring up, and let's see if I've got it anywhere. I thought I did. Okay, there we go. Let's see if I can actually bring up some information on the latest snapshot, which should now have some results on Google because it's actually released, and there's nothing showing up. That's awesome. I need 21W06A. Let's go Google. Tell me what you've got. I need release notes. There we go. Oh, let's go. Okay, so I actually need to update these details in the description as well. There's a whole bunch. There is a whole bunch. Oh, damn, Daniel. Technical changes as well. Oh, my Lord of Jesus. They have been busy while I have been away. Okay, I suppose technically I should be leaving the other details in as well, given that those are from last week and I didn't actually fill that in either. So let's go to edit quickly. I'm going to, basically I'm going to paste the release notes down at the bottom of the description, so that can be a good reference. This is what they say has been added. The quality is going to be a little bit skew with, and angled brackets aren't allowed. You what, mate? Apparently you can't have angled brackets in the description. I'm not entirely sure where they got angled brackets from. What was using angled brackets in the release notes for 21 week 06A? Interesting. Okay, I guess I will have to try and find that before I can save. That's awesome. Let's also make this formatted a little bit more nicely. Very riveting gameplay in the background, but believe you me, we're kind of stalling for the server to become available anyway. So to be entirely honest, we will get some better content soon regardless. Oh, press Alt-Z to use GeForce Experience in-game overlay. Oh, awesome. Thank you, GeForce. I feel like in the new PC, that's going to be a lot more relevant. 320 height limit increase. Whoa, I did not see that one coming. What's with... Oh, wait, no, of course I did. Like, they need deeper caves, right? Surely. In the server, very epic. That I believe this, like, yeah, the server is on a slightly outdated version. Unrelated. What is going on here with these pieces of information? This can come down. This needs a little dash before it. And again, I still need to find these brackets, or yeah, these angled brackets. Those have caught me out in the past. Like, I've created entire descriptions for a video, and on the mobile version, there's no error for the angled brackets. So it actually doesn't inform you that you can't use them, or at least it didn't at the time. I wrote an entire description like 3 times, and it was like over 1,000-word description, I think. I'm pulling that number out of thin air, but I'm fairly confident that it would have been. And in the end, it just deleted all of the contents multiple times. Kind of sad. I eventually realized on the PC version, when I was trying to make changes at a later date, probably on a different video as well, that it was not letting me use the angled brackets. Now, again, it's coming up with another error for the same thing. Don't know where they are. I'm not entirely sure where they would have formatted angle brackets. I'm not sure where those would actually be fitting in anyway. None of this really looks like it makes sense to have an angled bracket in regardless. Actually, some of it kind of does. There we go. Okay, so we have the separation here as well. Angled brackets. Oh, I see. Syntax. locate biome, and then they have the angled brackets for the biome. Okay, let's do little stars there instead. And is that the only one? Like, oh wait, no, okay, clearly that's not the only one. Awesome. Commands. There's a new command in town. We've got locate biome, very epic. New command that locates specific biomes. Maybe we should actually try this one out as well. Syntax, locate biome, and then the biome. Oh my god. I deleted the S. Okay. Give me SMP server seed, please. Give me some time. Description is too long. Okay, I think I need to delete the... Oops, that was a little bit scrolling down too far. I think I need to delete the previous release notes. Oh my god, that's actually close to the character limit. Damn, son. Either way, let's save this. There should now be the information down in the bottom of the description to reference as release notes. I should probably have those up on the screen as well, because I do not know what's in this version. And I don't know if many people do, because I was Googling the actual version, and for a while it was not coming up. Okay, let's read through this quickly. And then let's start making some more progress. Okay, I'll do something interesting on the screen as well, which is going to be distracting for both myself and you guys, but I will see. Hang on. Okay, good. I was going to say, if that auto jump had turned itself back on again, that's like, as an OG player, that is treason. It's treasonous console behavior. Regardless, added new Nether Blocks. I'm going to bring this music down a tiny bit more. I'm not entirely sure what the leveling is. But either way, added new Nether Blocks. Knockback resistance is now a scale instead of a probability. Not entirely. Actually, no, that might probably affect the netherite armor quite a bit. Either way, added Crimson Forest biome to the Nether Crimson Forest. Hang on, am I on the right version? What the fuck? I'm on 20 week 06A. I'm a year behind, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yeah, I'm a professional at this, which I guess kind of drives home the point I was making earlier, in that, hello, there ain't nothing. I'll do another search, but there ain't nothing on 21 week 06. There we go. Now it's come through. Oh, I've been scammed, ladies and gentlemen. They're slow to update. They released the version, and I'm out here getting scammed. Fix bugs. Don't need the bugs. I think we're fine. There we go. Copy. Damn, they had a way longer release note for the version that I was looking at. Either way, I'm actually going to check if the server can be updated now as well. And it would be good to get that up and running. That can at least then be in the right environment. And I guess everybody else can be filtering in as well. There we go. Change version. Let's go. Create new world. It's actually here. Restart now. There we go. Okay, I'm actually going to go back to save and quit and to the multiplayer menu, because this time around, third time lucky, because we were on the old version. Then they released the new version, but in single player. Now we have the server as well. Third time lucky, along with editing the release notes again, because those are clearly incorrect. We will be able to do the thing that we're meant to do, the SMP on the snapshots. Let's go. Regardless, let me scroll up here. Let me kind of format these in a bit less of a bootleg way. There we go. Added new caves and aquifers. I guess this is a perfect opportunity. I will catch up on chat soon as well. But this is a perfect opportunity to actually go through the release notes, given I'm kind of editing the formatting anyway. So, new features in 21 week 06A. Added noise caves and aquifers. Very epic indeed. Noise caves and aquifers. All of the things they just mentioned. Noise caves are a new way of generating caves. I am good at words either way, providing more natural variety. Very awesome indeed. They can get really huge sometimes, so I'm going to be looking forward to finding some of those. New generation, new terrain generation, yes please. That is always my favorite. Noise caves come into flavors. Cheese caves. Like the holes in Swiss cheese, these are often caverns of various sizes. Spaghetti. Oh, we got cheese and spaghetti. Always put your cheese on the spaghetti bolognese. You know what I'm saying. Either way, spaghetti caves, long squiggly tunnels, sometimes wide like tagliatelle. Moondem, hello, hi as well. Why server closed? It's restarting because we are getting the latest version up onto the server. It's only just released as an actual server. They released the single player client before the server installer version package, whatever you want to call it. I did save and I am restarting, so that should be coming through very soon. Regardless, as we wait for that to boot up, and let me double check that this hasn't just set on fire and exploded. I think it should be booting up in the background. Either way, I'll continue racing through these, because otherwise I'll be staring at this even once it is done. Long story short, it's starting up. No, they aren't loud. The noise part of the noise caves is a technical term and has nothing to do with sound. Right, that is very confusing. And either way, the old cave, caverns, and canyons still generate, combining with the noise caves to form interesting cave systems. Yes, we're going to be doing a lot of underground exploration, which is probably a running theme anyway, because this is the caves and cliffs update, and I haven't heard too much about many cliffs. So for the time being, as with caverns, the noise caves intersect the surface, they form cave entrances. An aquifer is an area with local water level independent of sea level. Aquifers are used during well generation to generate bodies of water inside noise caves. They sometimes result in large underground lakes. Those are going to be pretty damn exciting. Moon dem equals good, I think. I too think lol. I also think. I think things with my big old noggin. Maybe not big, maybe small. It's all relative at the end of the day. Regardless, this doesn't seem to be working. Let me give this the old off and on again trick. This should be, let me double check, on the snapshot 21 week 06A. Good, let's start this up again. Maybe the automatic startup process when updating version wasn't quite so smooth. Maybe there's some kind of bug in the system. Who knows? All I know is that they've also made some changes to... for now, aquifers only used below Y31. This means that noise caves between Y31 and sea level Y63 will be flooded with water, and noise cave entrances will essentially be lakes. This will be fixed later. Okay, so we're actually kind of looking out for lakes, apparently. They have flooded most of like 30 layers, like 30 blocks of layers. Interesting decision, interesting feature. It's definitely not a bug, it is a feature. Who dislike? I don't know. It was before the stream was even starting, which is ironic because there have been some technical difficulties after starting. But hey, maybe it's just because it's got the incorrect version in the title. Let's do something about that one. Let's do a 6 and an A. Let's go. I should probably also do the one further up in the chat, but either way, 6 and an 8. Let's go. 6 and an 8. Let's go. Nice. And as we go further down, we've got most of these done at this stage. There's some more changes in 21.0 week 06A as well. Yeah, actually, I think I did address those. No, I didn't. Magma sometimes generates at the bottom of underground bodies of water. Underwater cave caverns and underwater canyons have been removed since aquifers used to generate. Either way, overworld build and generation limits have been expanded. That was mentioned earlier. I believe Habs was mentioning that. It's up to 320. I'm not sure what the nature of 320 is, because the 256 is to do with like the 64-bit integer system. What is going on here? The server is not working. The server. Hello, the server. No further information. Awesome. That's what I like to hear. Let me go back to here. Let's see if I can get this started up. It's not online. That's always good. I wonder why. Is it crashing? Is it taking a long time? Let's see if the console has anything to say. Server stops. Looks like a crash. Check the server. Yes, that does seem to be a crash. Awesome. Okay, so the server's crashing. That's a good sign because it should be a completely vanilla server. So I don't know what's causing that to happen. Either way, good job. Mojang, Yo, Jangles have done gone broken the server. And again, we've reset this because there is new terrain generation. I'll start it up again in the background. Hopefully it doesn't crash again. Mine shafts adapted to larger caves. That should be interesting. So I wonder if they've changed the terrain generation of mine shafts as well. Guess we'll find that one out later. You can no longer crouch or jump to prevent a big drip leaf from tilting. The more you know. A big drip leaf will now tilt rather than break when hit by a projectile. That's always good to know, although I haven't actually tried out drip leafs so far anyway. Redstone-powered big drip leaf will not tilt except when hit by a projectile. That's going to be pretty interesting for some map creation. Going to have some interesting mechanics behind those. Let's refresh this. Old. Ooh, old is actually good because that means it's not broken, and that does actually sometimes end up working and getting us in. There's changes to the world generation. Let's read about these though. We still have a little bit of time. 384 blocks. Hang on. Generation range and build limits have been expanded by 64 blocks up and 64 blocks down to a total range of 384. Who the heck came in here with 320? My man Habs. I appreciate the direction in that they have expanded these limits. Server is up and running, so everybody feel free to jump on in now. Regardless, the numbers are even more glorious. 320, I thought that number seemed a little off. Like, Minecraft always works in these weird 64-bit integers, or like the 8, 16, 32, you know what I mean. Regardless, 384 definitely seems like it fits that theme a little better. underground features, structures, and cave generate all the way down to Y minus 64. Hold up, so they've gone into negative. That is awesome. So they, instead of increasing the heights generally and making it still go down to 0, I'm finding it pretty cool that they're actually deciding to go into negative numbers. Stop, wait, they're one today, they're one today. What? No, they're one today. I'm dumb. There is Snapshot today. Yes. No float cobwebs, no floating cobwebs, that's good to know. Mineshaft corridors. Mineshaft changes. Mineshaft pieces don't generate if they would be fully floating in the air. That's a shame. Those are actually pretty cool. Either way, mineshaft corridors are supported by log pillars when needed. No floating cobwebs. That is good to know. That is good to know. Let's try to find ourselves some of those. I'm actually liking this one though. There is plenty to go and explore this time around. It's been a shame. Like, it's been quite anticlimactic. There we go. Breezely Bridger. Hello, hi, and welcome to the server. What's poppin', homie? Either way, for the time being, I will actually finish off a few more of these release notes because I need to know, if nothing else, and it seems like a lot of it is around the terrain generation, which is cool. Warped Nylium carpets. I feel like I'm not going to end up getting to those ones when I'm trying this out. Warped Nylium carpets, the cave floor. Oh, wait, no, there's actually a thing. Never mind. I should probably finish reading before making comment. Carpets the cave floor with all kinds of strange new vegetation. Huge warped fungi make up the trees of the forest, with shroomlights lighting up the forest floor. A dark blue fog covers the forest. Warped spores swirl through the air. The warped forests are strange, but also the least hostile place in the Nether. Oh, they're in the Nether. Okay. This is going to be interesting. World generation. Wait, hang on. Is this the other one? Have I... Hang on, I need to check. Is this the... Yeah, I think I still have some of the Nether one here as well. Hold up. Warped Nylium carpets. Get out of here. Nobody invited you Nether update from a year ago. Actually, I sort of did unintentionally. Let me save this. I'm going to save this quickly. Kane, hello, hi, and welcome as well. I'm going to save this quickly, so that should update all of the details. Hello, Isa, as well. And I'm going to check the release notes because I feel like I missed off a few pieces of information from the bottom. I also feel like I have no idea where I've got the release notes. PvP is enabled, so that's going to be fun. And fix bugs, get the snapshot. There we go. Okay, so the last 2 points don't need addressing. I need to open OBS. Now, we can finally get to game. It's only been a length of time. How long has it been? 26 minutes, 25, given that I started approximately a minute late. Either way, we're in game. We're good to go. We've got the version set up. We've got the snapshots. We also have the server set up. We have PvP, so that's going to be fun. That's, yeah, definitely a unique feature to the snapshot server. That's going to be staying as it is on Pingu Pongu regardless. Also gone through all of the release notes, so I suppose that's archived. And that means that anybody watching this in the future as well has access to all the release notes before we dive in. So just like me, they can kind of be introduced. Stop! You violated the law! Pay the quarter fine or serve your sentence! Oh, you stole my wood! Thank you regardless. I appreciate it, mate. Although I wouldn't make wooden tools. I'd make a wooden pickaxe, and then I'd get stone, and then I'd make stone tools. See, that's the big brain. That's how you speedrun this. Be most efficient with your resources, especially when starting out. There are limitations. So... this, and then you do one of those. There you go. 3 wood and some sticks, which is more than 3 wood, but that doesn't matter. And then you go and head on down. Merlin likes cut G's. Merlin, how is your name? How is my name? My name is doing pretty good. It's been a long work day for my name, but my name is generally having a good time as far as things go. It's excited for the Super Bowl results. I'm gonna be honest, I'm trying to figure out how to make this into a bit. I really don't know. My name is my name. I don't know where I'm supposed to go with this. All I know is that I'm going to grab a pickaxe. I need more sticks because of that thing that I said. Now, look at those big brain strategies. And what else do I need? Do I need anything else for the time being? I think I'm fine. Either way, how is your name, David? Oh fuck, I just doxed myself. Minecraft snapshot. Look at this Minecraft snapshot. Okay, so I'm going to go cut down some trees. I am looking forward to actually exploring some of these caves though. There is a lot going on under the ground. Beneath the surface, we look around right now, it looks like a normal world. Everything seems so normal. Everything seems so calm and tranquil. With music like this, it's no wonder. We do have the Ambient playlist in the background by Harris Heller. Yeah, boy. yeah, copyright-free music for streamers by a streamer. And quite frankly, it's captured the Minecraft vibe perfectly. Now the server is immediately having some great time with the situation at hand. I'm sure it will be fine, because at the end of the day, as long as we don't spawn in a bajillion axolots, then we should be good to go. And now that they're actually adding features into the game, rather than being like, oh, we added them, but you can't access them in survival, have fun. Now that we're doing the survival situation again, and we're actually playing survival, because there are features that we can see and explore, not immediately see, but we will be able to find. That means we don't have to worry about spawning stuff in, don't need to worry about creative mode. We're actually good to go. Now I'm running in circles a little bit and trying to figure out what to do. I think the main takeaway is that I need to head underground. Cave gen has been changed. Finally, it has indeed. I am going to start going quite far back in chat with the whole release note situation, plus trying to get the server updated, etc. I'm a little bit behind, but I will try to go further back in chat and catch up with some of these messages. I'm not sure if everybody who chatted earlier will have stuck around, but either way, if anybody does stick around, then they'll be relieved to know that they have not been forgotten. It may take some time, but nonetheless, not forgotten. Regardless, Carmite was here earlier as well. Any laggers, there is me indeed. God, the new snapshot cave generation, new heights limit, and Pog. I think I caught up with the previous ones. Black screen, okay, yeah, I caught up with that one as well. That's definitely, like, way behind. Either way, new heights limit and depth limit. Again, we did cover this in the snapshot. I'm kind of hyped about the way that they implemented a depth limit and going to negative. That seems a lot more spooky. Because if they... like, my impression was that they'd have to increase the heights limit because they just need so much more space underground. There's like an entire biome that's meant to be way down under. And I was wondering, like, will they just bring up the entire world? So, like, this is now 64 blocks higher. What coordinate are we on? This is 71, so maybe we're on, like... oh, epic, there's some over here as well. So maybe this would be, like, 120, for instance. But instead... they did the spooky option. What the heck happened here? They did the spooky option and actually reduced the height, the limit below. It goes into negative. That is pretty cool. I'm looking forward to seeing how that ends up playing out. I'm also curious. Well, like, it makes sense that they don't move things like lava and diamond level, right? It makes sense diamonds stay on Y11 as the main place to go. Either way, me and Merlin base, the server closed that was open, I covered those ones at the time. Who dislike? Also covered that one at the time. No idea. I think they left by now. Either way, stop, wait, there, yeah, I covered those ones as well. Awesome. Okay, so I think I actually have caught up. I can't find a hack client for the latest snapshot. Maybe, and here's just a suggestion, try using the new features in the game as the content instead of resorting to hacking immediately. Also, it's literally just come out. I get the feeling that no developers will have updated. Regardless, first world problems much. Really not going to be complaining on my end. Very epic. Okay, yeah, this was what I was going for as well. I actually can't remember. Did I even make this? I feel like you might have made this. Either way, GG, teamwork makes the dream work. Now I do need some more stone as well. And it will probably be getting to nighttime in, well... I have no idea, to be honest. I'm kind of making some guesses, but it's not far off. So it is good to be preparing. And it does kind of make sense that if we gather enough wood and we gather enough resources, we can start heading underground, exploring for these caves. And in complete contrast to that song that I have mentioned in the past, Don't Mine at Night, that makes no sense at all. We can mine at night, underground, and whether it's day or night, it doesn't make any difference because we're under the goddamn ground. I ranted about it before, but that song does not make any sense. Is the new mob there or not? I did not read anything about a new mob. I may have missed like a couple of lines in the release notes, unintentionally, of course, but I'm fairly sure they haven't added him yet. I think they've been focusing on a few bits of cave generation around pasta. So they've got spaghetti and they got cheese. Yeah, so there's like just there's spaghetti and there's cheese. So bear that in mind. Let's go down underground. I guess there's no better place than here, right? Should we just staircase down from here? It's already kind of set up, so let's just keep on going. Give me your goddamn tools. How about you go get your own goddamn tools, you tool? You tool fool. I mean, there's literally trees all over the place. It's not exactly as if they're that difficult to come by. Regardless, I don't think the new mob is in the Warden Boy. That said, they have changed the height and depth limits. They've increased both by 64. So 128 extra blocks, half up, half down. And it seems like they go to negative. That's something I'm really looking forward to seeing how they implement. I'm not sure if there's like... because I was looking at something to do with the Warden, and it was speculating on different ways they could implement it. And one of the suggestions was that there's a Bedrock Layer where it normally is. Now, obviously, this is complete theory crafting. This isn't actually based on what Mojang have put out. But they thought like they could have a base layer of bedrock where it normally is, and then have gaps in it to mine down. Because think about it, right? I've got stone tools. If I just mine all the way down to minus 64, surely I could come across a Warden. And I don't know, maybe there's a way to cheese the fight so that I can kill him easily. Or I don't know, there are many different options. But it's going to be interesting to see how they implement it. Regardless, for the time being, I just want to head underground. I want to find some caves. I think we can all guess the kind of main motivations that I am going for. I want to find some caves. I want to find some underwater exciting areas. I like that there are some new ores as well, because look, I mean, I say new, like they're in the cave updates. Regardless, it's nice coming across the copper as well. It creates some diversity as we head on down. I also need to get some light in here because it is a little bit dark. I'm not going to lie. It's a little bit dark in here. I can't see nothing. Regardless, TP me to you. No, I don't think I will. How about survival? Multiplayer. We are multiplayer and we are survival. This time around with no need for the spawning in of the only things that they've introduced. He killed someone. You know, somehow that doesn't surprise me. Regardless, with no need to actually spawn things in this time around, because they've introduced things that are actually in the survival game instead of just behind the scenes. There's no need to be using commands or anything. We're going straight back to the old-fashioned ways of survival multiplayer. And on the subject of survival multiplayer, I seem to need to create some mod tools. There we go. I've got a crafting table. I probably shouldn't have made another one of those, but that's fine. Swagia siemaku si obraza na swoim lawi. I'm not good at reading this. Either way, best effort approach. I did what I could. We will see how that goes in the future. Regardless, hello, hi, and welcome. Right now, underground, me and Redstone Pirate are making some progress, seeing what's down beneath the surface. How low are we? We're on Y38. That's not even that impressive. We've still got a long way to go. They have minus 64 at this stage. I mean, we have got quite the spectrum. Down, down, down. Time to go. Oh, we need to keep on going. There's no need to... Actually, no. Sorry. Didn't mean to do that. I probably should turn PvP off. Either way, for the time being, let's go take these, because it makes sense to get as many of these on the way down as possible. We're not exactly in the late game yet, so make the most of all the resources that are on hand. Down, down, down. I want to see some kind of cave, and so far we have literally just been in the rocks. We've been in stone. There have been some resources. There's not too much to complain about. And right on cue, literally as I'm in the process of talking about it, we come across our first cave. Now, it's going to be interesting to see, will this be new? Will this be old? Will this be the same generation as before? Or will this be some kind of new terrain generation? Now, it probably will be subtle in places. There will be noticeable differences. I mean, I've been playing this game for a long time with some breaks in and speed run. Ooh, somebody should speed run this. Not me, not today. I've got features to be testing and features to be showing off. But if somebody can beat the game, good luck. Bish bash bosh. There is a minor bit of lag, so I guess if that if anybody does beat the game, that's even more impressive. Regardless, I'm going to again be focusing on the features that have been introduced, mostly heading underground, mostly focusing around caves. This is very epic. I remember when we tried to do the speedrun on lag this bad, and boy oh boy was that an experience. Laggy as it do be a laggy as. But regardless, for the time being, I think we should be fine, because again, we're here to see, we're not here to go into great details of the experience. That is what the Pingu Pongu server is for, or will be for, in whatever length of time the future may hold for when this is actually available there. for the time being. We're here to explore, we're here to see, and again, I can see all the cave. I might not be able to mine out the cave as efficiently as possible, but I can see all the cave, and that is an important detail. Now, this is looking interesting. I'm seeing some light over here as well. Hang on, do we have torches behind me? Okay, we do. I was going to say, because they are introducing some lighting underground as well, so it's going to be interesting to see how that ends up playing in. I know they're trying to do a lot of lighting with the glow squid. They're doing glowing spores and stuff underground as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how this ends up playing out. Oof, I appear to be hit. Hello. There we go. Nice. And yeah, this is kind of what I'm going on. Oh, damn it, I broke it. Okay, that's not a good full demonstration. How low are we? 23. Ooh, okie dokie. Oh, you gave me iron. Oh, you did. Thank you. Thank you. How much iron do I have? I have 32 iron. So I should probably look at a way to kind of utilize that as well. 1B, hello, do you 1B in the SMP? We're on the Cave Snapshot at the moment's latest version. It's quite exciting because they've actually introduced stuff into survival. For the last few, we've been having some issues with the fact that I've been playing on the snapshot. To be honest, I actually missed last week's due to various circumstances. But generally, for the last couple, I think, ever since the glow squid, and maybe even beforehand, they've been introducing features, and we've been playing in survival. The features have only been accessible through creative mode. The glow squids, they're not naturally spawning. The axolotls as well, also not naturally spawning. That was kind of sad. It meant that we ended up having to spawn stuff in. It really wasn't the vibe that I was trying to go for this time around, however. They've done a lot with the terrain generation. The release notes are down at the bottom of the description, so if you're curious, feel free to check stuff out down there. You blocked me in. Either way, release notes are down at the bottom of the description if you're curious about the main things that we will be exploring and having a look at. And let's go explore the caves, because we are in a cave right now. There are a couple, well, actually there's more than a couple. There's a few different generations of caves, and this is going to sound weird without the context, but there's cheese generation and there is a spaghetti generation of caves. So there's kind of like a Swiss cheese vibe they're going for. And then there's also a long spaghetti vibe they're going for as well, which is pretty cool. I have got a lot of these. I've also got a lot of coal, not to be confused with cool, but I will eventually run out for the time being. I'll leave you responsible for the iron. There is more up here as well, actually. So, I don't know. I was thinking of grabbing that lava with the with a bucket, but I realized that there was literally no point in doing that anyway. Let's get rid of that from my inventory. Might as well break it. Let's go. And get some more iron as well. Now, I don't really think we need too much more iron. We seem to have loads of that. So that's pretty cool. But I will grab some more anyway, because when in Rome, might as well. After all, we can make more buckets. We can make more spicy things. We can definitely have a little bit of an exploration around here. Now, this is feeling like a different vibe to what I'm used to. I don't know. Like, it's going to be ambiguous to figure out the terrain generation because it's all randomly generated anyway. The snapshot was pretty unexpected. I think the Deep Dark was going to come, but this is awesome too. It seems like it's doing some setup for the Deep Dark. They have actually increased and, I guess, decreased the height limit. So the world actually goes down to -64 now, apparently. Oh my god, thank you as well. I'm getting so many resources. Yeah, apparently the world goes all the way down to -64 now. So that is pretty cool. That's actually going to be quite exciting, which is inevitably where they're going to have the Deep Dark. It makes sense that it's way down underground within 64 blocks, because normally the surface is around 60, like Y60 or so. 60, 63, that kind of range. It seems way too close to be able to use like a full stack of whatever block is beneath you, and then you're suddenly face to face with a warden. So they basically doubled the distance to the bottom of the world, and they've also increased the height limit as well. That's going to be an interesting one. I wonder if that ties into the caves update. I wonder if they have more ambitious plans with the... Oh, hello skeleton. I wonder if they have more ambitious plans with mountains or anything, whether they're going to make those larger and more exciting, or maybe they're actually increasing the world limit, the world height so much. I'm not fighting this guy very well. He is dead, so I guess I'm fighting him well enough. But yeah, definitely got a little low there. Either way, I'm wondering if they're going to increase the underground so much that they have the -64 plus an increase in the surface level as well. That's going to be an interesting one to see. I can imagine them putting it up to like maybe Y100 is the surface level. That would be interesting to see. Semi-related, I'm also not sure what they've done in terms of things like diamonds. I think we're pretty low at the moment. Now granted, it's not exactly as if I would expect to have come across diamonds already. This is feeling like a new kind of cave. I'm not going to lie. I've been playing Minecraft for a long time, and this is already a different kind of vibe to what I recognize. Either way, continue to gather resources as always. And again, I'm wondering, like with the diamonds, is this like, this is the kind of cave that is just going down. Hey buddy, I'm gonna need you to, oh my god. Oh, it's a good thing this drop didn't go any further. It's also probably not a good time to pretend that I'm good at this game. I'm ever so good at this game. Regardless, it's going to be interesting to see what level they put diamonds on. That's basically the main takeaway that I am getting at here. Yeah, I'm wondering, like, will they reduce the height that they spawn at? So will diamonds be a block found lower down only? Will they make it so that they kind of stretch them out to make them more and more abundant the lower you go? I really don't know what their plan is. Next week will be Deep Dark and Biome Generation. So cool. Okay, yeah, I'm starting to like some of these. Yeah, this is definitely a new generation. Like, look at it's so low down as well. Yeah, I'm definitely getting excited for some of these upcoming snapshots. The last few, they've been cool, especially because they've introduced new mobs, but without natural generation, it's been a little underwhelming. Whoa. Okay, now this is what we came for, ladies and gentlemen. I need a bucket. I do not have a bucket in my inventory. That's fine. I should probably... Good thing I have resources. I should probably make a furnace. Probably smelt up some of the iron that I picked up, because I know I had loads before, but I kind of saw the end product from those, as opposed to actual iron, because I want a water bucket. Man needs to be doing some MLGs. You get me, fam. Either way, it is going to be exciting to see how they end up implementing these. Now, I am very excited for these underground areas as well. Oh, it just feels like a whole new adventure. It feels like a whole new land to explore, and that is pretty awesome indeed. Either way, it'd be cool if they hid the Deep Dark under walls, under a wall of unbreakable blocks to keep new players from getting into the Deep Dark. Maybe they'll have diamonds right above the Deep Dark, though. That does make sense. I watched a video, and I mentioned this earlier in the stream as well, but I watched a video by somebody who was just kind of theory crafting and speculating around how the Deep Dark may work, and they had a similar idea. Basically, they were saying that what would make sense is to have a layer of bedrock, just like maybe they didn't mention this part specifically, but maybe on Y0 is a layer of bedrock, but within that bedrock there are like gaps to find your way underneath, and you need to specifically find the small entrance ways into the Deep Dark. So maybe here, for instance, like this would be a gap through the Deep Dark, but then there's a layer of bedrock covering the rest of the world, and there's like these entrances scattered around. So that might make sense. And kind of following on as well, it would most likely be bedrock that they would make the unbreakable block, because Mojang have a habit of not implementing blocks that are unbreakable. There's like very few exceptions. It's like the end portal frame and bedrock, pretty much the only two. I'm probably missing others as well. Those are pretty much the main ones that are actually unbreakable blocks. Usually Mojang, they like to make it so that blocks can be destroyed unless they're like an integral part. Like stopping you fall into the void, that makes sense. Stopping you from completely destroying the only portal into the end dimension, I guess there's like a couple of them, but either way. Can't join the server, it says can't resolve hostname. Me no comprende, me no no. Are you on the correct snapshot version? The latest one has come out, 21 week 06A. I believe that's the correct string of numero el lettero. On those, it should be fine. I've just got a completely vanilla client, and that seems to be having no issues whatsoever, I guess, as long as you're on a vanilla client as well. And I guess that's it on the snapshot version as well. Then don't see any reason that it wouldn't work. Seems like we've got all the other mandems. Oh, I missed that jump. Oh no. I'm good at this game, I swear. Oh, I got scared. I heard the creeper. Either way, yeah, all the other mandems, on this version as well. Regardless, Bedrock and end portal frames are the only unbreakable blocks in survival Minecraft. As far as I know, that does make sense. That is what I thought as well. So that is good. Yeah, it's kind of a design philosophy they have. I feel like we're running out of food, and I've also definitely lost my way back to the surface. Oh no, I have no food. Uh-oh. Well, this could get exciting. Could get real crazy real quick. I need some water as well. In fact, I need some water IRL as well. Stay hydrated. I don't have a water bucket yet. I probably should have prioritized that before heading underground. Either way, stay hydrated. Man's got a drink. There we go. Very tasty. Gotta stay hydrated. It's important, especially when talking as much as I need to talk in order to live stream. It's important to stay hydrated, but even generally, make sure you're staying hydrated. If you don't have water or other relatively hydrating beverage, then I would recommend that you get yourself one. After all, we have a lot of exploring to do. It is thirsty work. And I think I might have just found our way back out. Now I'm thinking maybe it's a good idea to grab some food on the way down, because I do not have food. And food is good, because I am already running out of hunger, and I am not going to be getting any of this HP back. I can at least sprint back to the surface. Now it should be relatively easy to get food back, to be honest. This game is not as hard as it used to be. It's definitely softened up a little bit with the availability of food. There's just so many different food options available now. Like, there are infinite fish in the water. I don't get how... I don't get how that's even balanced. Like, the fish in the water are just insane. They're literally infinite food sources. Regardless, lol, I'm dumb. I forgot to use the snapshot version. That would explain it. Yeah, we definitely do be on a snapshot right about now. Regardless, I'm glad that probably maybe resolved the issue that you were dealing with. It's also daytime, so this was actually a good call. It's midday, so we've actually got some time to work with as well on the subject of fishies. Okay, I jumped on a lily pad. Awesome. Took damage. Regardless, I will get dim Merlin. Get some dim. Get all of the dim. I will get the fish. Together, we will have a glorious underground adventure. Do you use old texture pack for Minecraft, or am I just seeing things? I might have set it at some point. Yes. The textures are trash, but when there's nostalgia involved, it's similar to like retro games. To be honest though, I actually don't know if it's enabled. It's possible. Programmer art, the classic look of Minecraft. There we go. Bury up. Oh no, oh no, oh no. I can't die to drowning. That would be so embarrassing. Either way, there's a level of nostalgia I have. The problem is some of the people, in fact, probably most of the people who join are post-retro graphics of Minecraft. So to them, it just looks trash. And to be honest, by comparison, most of it is. But there is still this hint of nostalgia. Regardless, it's always good fun. Maybe you are going crazy though. It's entirely possible. We can never really say with certainty that we're not going crazy. In that specific case though, with the textures, you are actually correct. It does seem like that is enabled. I'll be entirely honest, I just completely forgot. I'm actually not that vigilant with these things. The textures have changed multiple times over the time that I have played. There are so many fish. This is what I mean, like the food resources availability just with fish alone. Like, fish are probably, they're one of the most busted food sources, surely. They're literally everywhere. I can just swim here all day. I don't even need to move too much. It's just like, are there easy ways to automate this though? That's one thing I wonder. Is there an easy way to automate fish farming? Because it's great to swim around and do the manual axe fishing, because who needs a fishing rod anymore? But I mean, I'm sure surely there are other people have automated just about everything in the game. I'm sure somebody's come up with an automated fish farm. Regardless, I feel like we're not going to be making an automatic fish farm this early into the game. Unless I'm wrong, maybe it is just super easy. Doesn't matter. All that matters is that I have an axe and the fish have got lots of tasty food that I would like to put in a furnace, please. Either way, sometimes use the alpha textures because it takes me back to a time where things were simpler. They were simpler. Like, over time on YouTube videos, I've looked at old footage, I've looked at old gameplay, I've looked at a variety of content from older versions. I've also played on a few of the older versions as well. And my god, was the game simple in comparison. Like, the features were so much more simple. Everything was just, I don't know. It it does take you back to simpler times. I think it was J-Schlat that kind of mentioned it. When, like, Minecraft was simpler, when life was simpler, when you were younger as well. In his A Tribute to Minecraft video. Either way, the moral of the story is, you are not going crazy. There are some old textures on the old things. I'm assuming it's new textures on the new things, surely. They can't possibly have. Goal of this stream is to get a pet axolot. Oh, axolots. Please tell me axolots are naturally spawning. Please tell me axolots are naturally spawning. If they're naturally spawning, then we are going to hit the jackpot on how much hype we're going to have on the stream. And this is kind of feeding back on one of the problems I was mentioning earlier as well. Like, for the last couple of times I've done a snapshot stream, most of the good stuff has not been in the game. Like, this, I mean, I say the good stuff. I basically mean the axolots and the glow squids are not naturally spawning. To be fair, things like dripstone weren't naturally spawning either. They've had a lot of things that they have introduced it. And as a survival series, it's like, survival is definitely not necessarily set up for fresh out of the press features, because again, they're not always introduced into the actual game, which made it a little bit tricky. There was some creative mode involved in order to circumnavigate that, and we did end up getting some good content regardless. Whether or not it was heavily fixed around the features, or whether or not it was just a classical session of messing around in survival, doesn't really matter too much. We got the content we needed, and we bridged the gap between then and the glorious update now. I'm not going to lie, this is probably the one I'm hyped for most so far, because there is a lot going on under the ground, and that is really what this is all about. Either way, let me make sure I haven't missed any of your messages, because there have been a couple of few big ones, and I want to make sure that none of those have been missed off. I got that one with the Bedrock, old textures as well. We definitely managed to get that one. Guess about not going crazy, got that one too. Fishy and a fishy, I got those 1 and 2 as well. There we go, very epic. Either way, sometimes use the alpha textures, got that one stream goal. It was pretty scary and difficult though compared to now, since everyone was learning things and didn't know so much, is definitely a good point as well. And I guess the same can be said from, like, on a personal level. When you first play the game, it's so intimidating. I remember going to the Nether for the first time, and like, I ran in, and it had this reputation of being so scary, and like, I was just so intimidated. I had no idea what to expect. I was heading into a new dimension that was basically branded as the Hell Dimension. Oh boy, was that an intimidating time. I remember messaging my friend about Lapis Lazuli, because I had no idea what that was. Oh, the days of naivety. I do kind of miss those in some ways, I'm not going to lie. You can never relive those experiences of playing a game for the first time. That's something you can never get back. Because now there are so many experiences, so much knowledge and information that you have, that we all have, that, like, you can never recapture the naivety that once was. On the subject of not capturing the naivety, I'm going to actually plan ahead for this. I'm going to make sure the zombies don't get me. I'm going to... there we go, that works actually. Awesome, let's keep it like this. I do need those furnaces, so let's get this thing cooking. Either way, let's not capture any of that naivety in here either. Let's throw these in here. Let's get some resources cooking. In fact, if I put a crafting table here, then I'm only really screwed if a skeleton shows up. Cooked fish, munch munch. Let's try and get some HP back. Regardless, Dan TDM, I saw that one out the corner of my eye as I'm looking further up in the chat, because I know I missed a few of those as well. I have actually had that mentioned before as well. Either way, I think I made a joke about it last time, saying that this is my secret alias. Once you get too big, you kind of lose the chase. Sometimes it's the chase, it's the hunt, it's the thrill of growing from 0 to 100 rather than 100 to 1,000,000. No, actually no, that's probably quite the chase as well. In fact, I'm midway. I wouldn't go as far as to say midway, but I'm definitely in that phase anyway. Regardless, that's not the point. I will get down to that. I promise that I'll get to all of these messages. I am committed to not missing anything, but at the same time, I'm also committed to the Minecraft and getting armor to make sure that I don't die. There we go, very cool. Don't think I had booties either, and now I've got full iron. Very epic. What is up? Viper indeed. Hello, hi, and welcome. Clanky. And then what looks like a star. Either way, let's get to these before I don't need to scroll up and chat. Now, back then it seemed possible. Herobrine was real. I mean, Herobrine was real. What do you mean? I literally unlisted a video from 9 months ago. It was a live stream from 9 months ago where I actually played on the first version. Like, I replayed the first version of Minecraft that I ever played. It was 1.2_02, I think. could have gotten that slightly wrong at the numbers in the wrong order. But that beta, just to emphasize, 1.2_02 beta. And it was so nostalgic, but we made some jokes about Herobrine along the way. And again, Herobrine was real. Just because we didn't come across him doesn't mean he wasn't in the game. Wow, this is yeah, I do kind of see what you mean about the textures. Either way, yeah, he was real. He is real. I think I remember watching a video. I don't know if it was the one by Dream, but I think they added some kind of release notes that they added him back into the game as a prank. I can't remember the details. All I know is that he was real. Regardless, definitely got the old textures one. 1B, I think we are both seeing things. I think everybody's seeing things. I will get dim. Well, that's definitely an outfit one. Either way, seeing things. Wait, they don't spawn naturally in the snapshots. No, they don't. The axolots is so tragic. I was pretty scared. Scary and difficult compared to now, since everyone was still learning things and they didn't know so much. Back then, it seemed possible that Herobrine was real. He is real. I want to emphasize that. He is real. Whether he's in the game now or not is another matter, but he definitely is real in those older versions, and it's kind of scary because you can actually go back and replay them, which I have done. There is yeah, there's a couple of series. There was the live stream, and then there's also the Minecraft Time Machine series, which I probably will try to do more episodes on when I get time. But those are kind of revisiting some of those really old versions. The Time Machine goes from the oldest to the newest, trying to keep the same world. Granted, I'm still in like the pre-inf dev versions, so stay tuned on that one. Either way, stakes. Merlin, I'm stuck in the end. Please get me out. How on earth are you stuck in the end? Have you already reached the end? There's no way somebody's reached the end already. How long are we into the stream? We're 59 minutes, an hour or so into the stream, and the server's only been up for like 20, 30, 35 minutes, I think, maybe, give or take. 34 minutes, because it was 36. It was 26 when we were up and running. Whatever, either way. Details don't matter. Man is a speedy speedrunner, if that is the case. Either way, Clanky, got to those ones. Sound like Dantedium, also got to that one, which is cool. What's up, Viper? Very epic. Where are you? Stay. I shall stay here, and you shall stay over there. Actually, not stay over there. You will do the opposite of stay over there. You will come to me. Cometh over this way. I'll make my way over to you as well. Either way, I'm in the snapshot, and I still can't join. What the frick? That's not good. That's not the intended behavior. You should be able to join. We have other mandems on the tingdems. You get me, famdems. Either way, we've also had a couple of people leave, which is good, because that means the server isn't lagging so much. And fundamentally speaking, as long as we've got a few people joining, playing, and having fun. And please get on Pingu Pongu and take me out of the end. Do/hub. Do/hub, you will get out of the end, then you'll go back into the world, you'll be back at the spawn. Maybe you can do /home to not be there as well. So there you go. Dunzo, have fixo. Ta-da! You found diamonds while we're gone. Awesome. Also awesome is this amount of fish. Now, I'm not going to get attached to my old wooden pickaxe, because normally I do, but that's usually when there's an intention of a more long-running series and or world. In this case, that is not what we're working with. We have a sapling. Let's burn the sapling. Burn all the saplings. Burn them to the ground. Either way, no need to get sentimental, because we reset this world from time to time whenever the things such as, but not limited to, terrain generation gets implemented. Substantial changes that are kind of a pain to find or implement or test or whatever it may be. During, feel free to take the rest of those fish. I think I've kind of got my share at this stage. Or things that make it difficult to cover new features on an existing world. However, Pingu Pongu, we will find other ways to work around those. Make a smoker. I always make this mistake. I never make a smoker because I'm, I don't know. I guess I'm using the old textures. Man is a straight up boomer. I actually don't know the recipe for a smoker. It's like a furnace and then a thing around it, right? Yeah, something like that. I actually don't know. I've never made one of these. I think I've made one once. This? No. That? No. I do not know. I do not know what it is, because I've not made one before. Or if I have, it was like once. Ah, interesting. Well, today's a little science lesson. I'm in this weird juxtaposition of Minecraft ability where I've played the game for a long time, but I don't know a lot of these relatively new features. I say relatively new, like I took a few year gap, so I don't know, when would it be? It's from like 1.8 to 1.14. That period of time, 1.14 is when I came back. That period of time is when my brain just go burr, brain go burr, brain go burr. Yeah, there's a lot of features that confuse me. Phantoms would definitely... That's what it looks like on... That was straight up what it looks like on the ground. Hold on. Is this not... Are you signifying the recipe? Use log. Okay. Hog, log. Let's try that again. Yeah, I'm in this weird juxtaposition where all of the old features, I know exactly how to use. I know exactly what to do with them. I've got some vaguely competent building abilities, and then there's this weird like middle ground where there's just a gap in my knowledge of all of the new stuff. Not all of the new stuff, but most of the new stuff. And it creates an interesting juxtaposition, quite a fun dynamic where half the time I'm watching other people suffer and struggle. I'm watching other people who can't even survive against creepers getting blown up when they first spawn into the servers, or slain by zombies, I suppose. And then at the same time, I have no idea how to craft some of these things. It's nice. It's like a bit of a give and a take. Either way, you want some fish? Oh, hang on. Yeah. To be fair, it's basically done at this stage. It's a little bit late, to be honest. I have a smoker, though, so I guess we can use that next time. Die, right, and a sight. I will say goodbye and good night to these goddamn blocks. Either way. It's nice, because we both have things we can learn. So long since I haven't used Optifine, I know it kind of sucks. It's a sacrifice I'm willing to take for the snapshot. There you go, there's some fish in there as well, and I can give you more as and when need be. Munch, 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 munch. We have got lots of fish. Loads of fish, apparently. I wonder if... Oh, I just thought, you know how there's that old Bible verse? It's not really a verse. It's whatever it is. There's that old Bible passage about how Jesus fed 1,000 people, 5,000 people, however many people it was, on a loaf of bread and a fish. Well, I wonder if he was just like on a really laggy server with high TPS, and they were just all munching on the fish, and I was like, munch, 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 munch. And the next person was like, oh, well, I guess me now, munch, 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 munch. You know what I mean? You see where I'm going with this? I wonder if that's how it works, because I get the feeling it's not, because that's ridiculous and doesn't make any sense. But I think it's a funny thought experiment, either way. It's definitely how Minecraft's Jesus could have done it. He's just on a really high TPS server. Everybody's lagging the heck out. And he's like, oh, here, eat this fish. Pass it on. You only have 2 seconds to eat fish before you have to pass it on. And of course, everybody is lagging too much to actually finish the fish in 2 seconds. So you could get that fish to everybody. Who knows? If the Hypixel server was lagging enough, you could get that fish around all 100,000 people, give or take however many people there are on at the moment. I'll go with 100,000. That's one of those big boy numbers that was on a little while back when I checked. It's actually gone above that, which is insane. And that's concurrent as well. There you go. Have to appreciate the shield. Greatly appreciated. It's very much insane though. Hello. There was a cave here. Oh, goodbye. Goodbye. Oh, hello. Oh, that did not work at all. Hello. Okay, we've got some interesting terrain generation going on here. Yeah, there was some information on the... Surround the furnace with 4 logs. Very epic. Please get ping pong. Alright, we've kind of covered that one in whatever capacity. It's also kind of a pain to switch over versions and yada, yada, yada. We're committed. And also the hub. And oh, hello. This is definitely new terrain generation. There's no way about it. There's no 2 ways about it. This is new. This is new stuff. Hello. Big old cave. Oh, hello, Enderman. What the? There's 4 Endermen here. Oh my lordy Jesus. Okay, this is exciting, but also a little bit intimidating. I'm not going to lie though. Ever since they added sprint, monsters really aren't that intimidating. If they get you cornered, you might be screwed. But like, let's be real. I just run around them. It's nothing to worry about. Either way, I'm having a great time here. I might be a little bit behind on the chat messages at the moment because this is actually like the first real experience of like exceptionally new. Yeah, this is what I was talking about getting cornered. Oh no. Right, anyway, that will give me a bit of time to catch up on the chat. Use log. I have now officially used log. Hog, log. It's been long since I haven't used log to find it looks so weird. It does indeed. Not having the zoom makes me sad. That said, that's amazing. I thought terrain generation would be a later feature. I think that it's kind of fundamental for some of the other functionality to have this terrain generation implemented. I mean, the depths, for instance, you need to go down before you can add in things like the warden. I mean, technically you don't, but you probably should. Let's grab a bit of wood. It's a good thing I know most of the way back to where we were. I say most because I don't know all of it, but let's figure out if I knew enough to get myself down there. I hear a skeleton behind me. That should be fine. Oh, hello. There's a seed. Oh, there's some stuff here. Somebody died. Awesome. Just some starting gear. Let's go. Ow. Skeleton, do you mind? Oh, I dodged him without doing anything. Let's go, let's go, let's go. It's a good thing I have a pickaxe. This is actually going to come in handy. A single spider eye, something tells me that's not so valuable. Either way, let's go. Grab some gravel. Gravel, 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 gravel. Because I can use this to... There we go. I can use this to go down a few blocks without taking any damage, or to take less damage, or either way. Excited for archaeology. Now that, I feel like archaeology is such an underrated feature. There we go, got some more mandems on the server as well. Either way, archaeology is definitely an underrated feature. It's kind of weird, like it's caves and cliffs, and then archaeology, like straight out of left field. What the heck is up with this one? I'll be honest, I'm kind of excited to see what they do with it. Nobody's talking about the fact that it adds 1/16 blocks of dirt and gravel. Nobody's talking about that. I guess nobody's interested in the fact that we're going to revolutionize terrain generation. Not terrain generation, but imagine the builds when builders are given access, be it through creative mode, be it through some kind of plugin, given access to 1/16 layers of like any soft blocks, dirt, gravel, etc. And just, oh my god, this is why I have the spider eyes. It's also where I should have used the gravel. The spider eyes were also a horrific mistake because I've been thinking through the spider eyes and how they actually impact me, and it just made it so much worse. I went down in HP. That was a bad idea. But I have also returned to where I was. Hopefully there's stuff here. Hopefully there is my stuff here. More importantly, I'm fine. I don't need HP. I don't need HP. I just need BASE. Very epic. Okay, my man knows what's up. My man knows what's chilling. Damn, son, look at all those things. There's a lot of stuff in her. I'm going to yoink this, 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 and this, and this. There we go. Nice. Should be most of what I need. I need a bucket as well. I need an iron pickaxe. And I need an iron sword in an iron X. There we go. That should be most of the important things that are now back in my inventory. I can get rid of this, 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 and this, and this. Anything else? There we go. We can add some wood in here as well. Well, I guess we can have an underground base here. Why not? We're better than the one place that we are and the base that we shall be. Let's also use this time, now that there is a little bit of calm, now that I can get some HP back, to actually catch up on a few chat messages as well. Sorry, we're 4 logs. I'm going too far back. I'm actually underestimating how far through the chat I am, and my ability to keep on top of these things even in times of trouble. There we go, there's a pickaxe there as well. Awesome. Okay, either way, my stuff. Oh no, not the stuff. Was that your stuff, Carmite, that I picked up along the way? If so, then you just got to see the entire journey down into the base, which means maybe, not definitely, but a little bit of a maybe. Maybe you can head on down into our base down here and enjoy some of the fun down here as well. What do we have here? We have one of these and one of those and one of them, one of they, one of there, one of they, and one of there. Hello. I guess we got some resources back here as well. Cabajat, hello, hi, and welcome. We are in the snapshot, and it is looking pretty spicy. I'm not going to lie. Oh, okay. Let me give you a tour of the snapshot. So this is the snapshot. We are under the ground. There's a lot of stuff to be found under here. We're also on the coordinates -24. I want to emphasize -24. That is pretty frickin' spicy. If you ask me, the fact that we're now going down to -64 just kind of speaks for itself in how epic that's going to end up being for underground stuff, underground adventures, all of the spicy things down under the ground. Including the monsters, inevitably, places like this, lots of monsters involved. This actually looks really nice though. Like, I'm loving this space. It looks really nice and open. I think Minecraft was, oh hello. Minecraft was missing a lot of like these proper underground caves. They feel spacious, and it's good to finally see them implemented. There are some creeper explosions as well. This is kind of proving that point that I was making earlier just before I died, which is really comedic timing. Entirely comedic and not entirely ironic. In that, as long as you're in an open space, you can just run away from these things. The sprinting has definitely revolutionized. Either way, I'm definitely behind on messages this time. Maybe I am as far behind as I thought I was last time, but this time. Let's have a look. Surround furnaces. Oh, right, okay, I keep going back to that same message for some reason. I'm just not that far behind. Either way, this is amazing. I thought terrain generation would be a later feature. Definitely got to that one, but it's a good transition back to keeping up with the chat messages. Merlin, your mic broke. Huh? Allow me to check this. Technical difficulties. Are there technical difficulties? Hello? Right, hang on. We need to do some science. It's time for science. Let's see how this goes. My man's straight up lying. Everything's fine. This is why I keep a version of the stream open on my phone at all times, or at least as much of the time as possible. It's kind of weird. Hopefully that didn't get picked up. Your mic working. My mic is working. Man's trying to straight up troll me. Little does man know, man got bear ting in it, dusty ute dem. Man gone shank up ting, chef man like Zorro, bear peas in the hood dem. I am clearly very cool with the street youths. Hello, hi and welcome. I still need to catch up on chat, but let's try and address that. I guess once we run over this way. Actually, no, let's mine some gold, get distracted and pretend that all we're doing is mining gold when actually I'm looking at the chat. My stuff, archaeology seems good. We did cover archaeology as well, so that's actually pretty good. Where is the base? It's underground. So basically on top of a hill next to where you died, there's a hole in the side of the hill and there's a staircase that goes all the way down. Big mad or little mad? Well, I feel like little is overdone in the rap game. There's like Little Pump, Little everybody else that I can't remember the name of, Lil Wayne, Lil Nas, and all of the other people that I don't remember the name of because I'm not all that wised up on all of the different little people. There are lots of little people, some young, some old, some aren't even little people. Some just say they're little people even though they're not really little people. At the end of the day, anybody and everybody be lil, but also big. Some also be big. So quite frankly, I don't really know what the moral of this story is. All I know is that Beast of the Unknown, hello and welcome. Regardless, my man, your mic is working. T-minus 20 subscribers. I am a little bit concerned that we're getting a little bit close and I don't know what to do. I have a few ideas. They need to be implemented though. Yeah, I'm sure that arrow is fine. It kind of actually goes with the skin, like the red markings. That's fine. Yeah, I'm planning on doing something around... oh my god, that's ominous. There's a glow over there. I'm planning on doing something... Clanky Uwu actually suggested a few different things. One of which was an elbow reveal. Now, I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to be doing that one, but also a setup reveal, or just kind of go over that. What were some of the other ones? Damn, I'm actually... yeah, don't subscribe. Please do not subscribe. You can clearly tell I need a little bit more time to get this into good working order. Either way, it would be nice to do a video on the new PC because I've been talking about it for 4 months now. The problem is some of the stuff isn't arriving until the 15th, maybe even later, which means that if we hit 1,000 beforehand, there definitely won't be a video on that ready. I don't know, maybe I'll just make that video separately and won't rely on it. Definitely not relying on it though anyway, because there will be plenty of other things. I don't know what there will be. I don't know how to do them. I know there will be something. I'll have to make sure that there is at least something ready ahead of time. Because it's very common... that didn't break. It's very common for people to do these, like... these big milestone events after hitting the milestone. And I can completely understand how and why, in my current position, having T-minus 20 and not an iota of preparation yet, for the actual implementation of it. So yeah, I can completely sympathize with how that happens, but it would be nice to have at least something that can be pushed live, like something I get scheduled ahead of time and then actually have the ability to push live. Jesus Christ, this is humongous. This actually looks really cool. And the lighting as well, like I can see why they added these in. I'm not going to lie, very easy to find diamonds. Strip mining might not be the meta anymore. Not going to lie. Why do you stream when I'm about to go to work? Because I am just not at work. If I stream any later, then it starts eating up too much of the day. I'm really not in a work mood by the time it gets to like 10 p.m, which is a little bit of an inaccurate statement because I'm often editing videos at that kind of time. But either way, it's the only time I really have available. There's no way I'm going to be getting up at 7 in the morning to stream. Plus there's usually work to do for the work day before then anyway. Well, not before then, but like the first thing I do when I wake up is focus on work. After, of course, like, you know, getting ready and stuff. Just get ready, standard stuff. Don't die, please. No promises. I don't see any monsters, though. I should probably eat food. Either way, yeah, I focus on work. Then once I'm done with work, then I start focusing on other stuff. Can you stream? I am streaming. I can't stream. I can river. Yes, I can stream. I'm straight up streaming right about now. And I have been for over a year on a relatively regular, I won't go as far as to say consistent, but definitely a regular basis. Oh, I don't have a shield. Oh, I don't have a shield. I ran up to him as if I had a shield, and I do not have a shield. Either way, literally every time. Merlin, why do you stream when I'm about to go to work? Well, on Saturdays, here's a good bit of news. On Saturdays, actually try to get in a different time slot for the streams. So, maybe on the Saturdays, that is a good opportunity. Either way, there are a variety of reasons that I archive the live streams and I keep them up on the... Ooh, this is looking nice. A variety of reasons that I keep them up on the game. Wait, no, was it minus? Oh, wait, hang on. They were talking about flooding. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit distracted. They were talking about using these as, like, they would flood in all of the caves. I'm wondering if that's all the way down at the bottom. Regardless... Oh, a little bit lag. Yeah, what was that? Damn it, I knew I'd lose my trail of thought after getting distracted. Let's just skip that one. Either way, what do you use to edit your videos? I used to use a free piece of software called Olive. I think it's called Olive. Olive makes more sense because it's also an actual word. Olive might have been it as well. But I'm fairly sure it's just called Olive. It's free. It crashed quite a bit, which was really annoying, but it did get the work done. It's also relatively simple, which for starting out as a video editor is actually really useful. It's not overwhelming with features, but it also allows you to do pretty much everything you need to do to start out. I eventually got more ambitious, and I now use a totally legitimate version of Adobe Premiere, which is 100% very legit. Very tasty, me legit. See, the thought process behind it is I don't have the capital. I'm gonna... Oh. Let's make sure we deal with this first. Don't want to get too distracted and end up being taken down again. I got taken down once earlier. Oh, that's fine. Either way, the thought process is that eventually I'm going to become dependent on Adobe Premiere. There's no denying that it is straight up a good piece of software. It's probably one of the best. Either way, and then when I become dependent on it, and it actually starts generating some revenue, when I actually make money from the YouTubes, and it's actually starting to get to a situation where I can start doing some expenses. I can create a business expense for an Adobe Premiere subscription, and I'll have become so dependent on it by that time that I will go for Adobe Premiere because I'll know how to use it. I'll have the familiarity. It's also just really good. So it's kind of a situation of like, either I don't use it anyway, or I use it for free, and then the chances are I become dependent and end up paying for it later down the road. So it's kind of a free trial situation, except it wasn't on their terms. It's on my terms. But I'm fairly confident that if this ever becomes profitable, then it will definitely be up there on some of the things to buy. I found one of those purple balls. I found one of those as well. My coordinates are minus 4433, minus 16, 353. Very epic indeed. Or hire an editor. Olive and Adobe Premiere. Exactly. Well, the problem is right now hiring an editor. I've hired a few people on Fiverr, but I always find that I just cannot help myself. I have to go back over the edits that they do and then add my own changes. With the latest monkey one, I didn't do that as much because I was just so restricted on time that it was kind of a situation where I was like, either I pay an editor on Fiverr to turn this into a video, or there is just no content on this. I have made videos in the past, and it's usually live stream highlights as well. Okay, hold on. I fucking hate baby zombies. They're so difficult to hit. I'm not good enough at games to have the accuracy. Either way. No, like, one of your subs, lol. Either way, people on Fiverr, I've hired a few of those, and they have been pretty good, all things considered, especially given that you're paying them, like, I'm not going to go as low as 10, but you pay them, like, between 15 to 40 pounds or so. You can go over as well. I've basically been slowly increasing. The first one I paid 20, and then I paid one, like, 16. Latest one I paid 40. Hey, this is a Christian server. It's not a Christian server. The only one true religion is the Pingu and Pongu god religion that doesn't even have a name. It doesn't need a name. We just know that thou almighty gods, Pingu and Pongu, hail be unto thee. Regardless, I have hired people in the past, but again, like, I really just cannot help myself. I always go back over and make edits. Even the monkey one that was initially planned to be, I pay somebody to edit it, it's done, I upload it, no questions asked. I couldn't help myself. I still had to go back and make some changes as well. And yeah, it kind of just, like, it's really good for having two people work on things at the same time. So for instance, with these live stream highlights, I just do not have the time to work on them. So getting somebody else to work on one of those while I do give me dims, this dims, there we go, 10 dims. Getting other people to work on projects at the same time means that I can double up on content. Very good. I do not have the funds to do one of those, like, high quality professional editors who are either full-time or, I don't know. You need to pay more to get more, I suppose. The guys on Fiverr are great, but if I want to rely solely on them, I don't know, I'm too much of a perfectionist to hand it off to just Fiverr. I always have to then make changes afterwards. It's definitely a little bit later down the road to start implementing somebody contracted full-time, but I think that will, like, eventually, one day, that will happen. I don't know if that will be separated on the channels though either, because I do have two channels. I feel like the second channel makes more sense. I don't know. I'm really caught up with second channel because it's not really a second channel. It's like a side channel, and I don't know which one the main one is. Regardless, the scripted one seems like a better environment to actually get to, like, a full-time editor. This one, I'm kind of, like, part of the time, I'm just kind of messing around and having fun with it as well. Like, there are memes on here, there are funny videos, etc. And it is all part of the love of the process. But I think at the moment, especially without having a style as well, I should probably also catch up on some of these. Because once you do this for a while and you establish a style, then it's easy... Oh, put pants on. Yeah. It's easy to hire an editor to basically replicate what you already do. The problem is, I'm at a stage right now where I don't know what my style is. So I'm still experimenting. I'm still trying out different things. So it's very difficult to get an editor to accurately create the kind of content I have in my head, because each project is just abstract and different. That said, again, it is useful to kind of offload the initial editing labor, even just through Fiverr for the cheap monies, because a second perspective is definitely useful for cutting out a lot of the random content in between. Either way, I should probably start addressing some of these chat messages because I'm going on a little bit of a ramble, and let's start kind of looping it back in full circle. Either way, use Reddit videos, there we go. Use both Olive and Adobe Premiere or hire an editor, lol. No, like one of your subs. The problem is, there is a limited amount of money resources available. Now, if subs are good, then I will pay. And also, on a side note, I'm entirely open to any and all live stream content just being edited down, even for your own content. Like, if people want to just mess around editing, I'm entirely open to... Is this Carmite's way in? Which I guess is also our way out. Very epic. I really like TommyNet's editing style. I have seen some of them, and it is good, I think. That's such like a non-opinion. It's so... I don't know. I don't know how to make word into a cohesive thought. Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I can't remember TommyNet's style as well as I wish I did in order to make a meaningful comment. I know it's enjoyable, and it's definitely working. He's on 6 million subs now, I think. He was on 1 million September, I think, and 100,000 at the start of the year before lockdown. Either way, again, I'm still like, TommyNet's style is good, and now that he has a style, it's easier to get an editor to replicate it. Again, I don't know what my style is. I'm just trying things out. I'm still getting started. I'm still figuring things out. I'm still testing the waters and trying out new things. And it's very difficult, as I kind of touched on earlier, it's very difficult to try to get an editor to follow the same workflow when I don't know what my workflow is ahead of time. I don't even know what my workflow is during the time. I make improvised decisions all the time. Either way, once people establish a content format, it's definitely a lot more simple to get somebody to do their content for them, because they're kind of just following a pattern at that stage. But when it comes down to the abstract creation side, which is currently the phase that I am in, it's a lot more reliable to do a bit of DIY. And it kind of ties in, we've got blocks of copper, hell yeah. And it kind of ties in as well, like, as I was saying with the Fiverr videos, I always had a different idea in my head for how to do each thing. So I'd always make changes anyway. Again, I want to emphasize, it was definitely a good investment regardless, because it definitely sped up the initial process and some of the decision making along the way. But always good to keep in mind, oh my god, whoa. Hello? Everything okay there, Mr. Door? Oh, yeah, are you okay? Yeah, that's fine. No, that's normal. I think everything's fine here. Regardless, I kind of touched on it earlier, and I will continue with the thoughts as well. Hey, this is a Christian server. It is indeed. This is not how the door is meant to be. This is not... Oh, there we go. Right, fine. Regardless, I'm definitely behind on some of these messages as well. While we're in the house, while we're safe, let's take a drink, let's hydrate, and let's collect some thoughts so that I can try and continue the editor discussion with some more cohesive and actual meaningful comments. Yeah, water. Trying to drink some water. Very nice. Stay hydrated. Awesome. Got a bucket of water. Hello, Pinwinnow as well. Hello, welcome to the underground. We're in negative... Our Y coordinate is negative 16. That's a big boy. Like Tommy and its editing style, very epic indeed. I'd be kind of going in circles to emphasize that I'm still working out what my editing style is. And that's all part of the fun of it. But for the time being, it's definitely a tricky one. But to emphasize as well, because I touched on that earlier, because I know a lot of bigger channels end up dealing with a problem where inevitably people just end up using their content for their own content. Sometimes people do exceptionally well-crafted edits of their own and make huge changes. Karma appears to have died. And to make huge changes. Other people end up basically just re-uploading entire chunks of stuff. And I think an easy distinction on my end for, in case that question ever comes up, I think it might, I don't know, it might be a little early, although I have had a couple of people mention it, to be fair. Either way, on my end, any of the live stream content is definitely a free-for-all. Like, go ahead, do what you want with it. I literally do not have the time to do anything. How's your PC build going? I'll get to that one soon. I'll try and find a way to wrap up this section of discussion first, though. Either way, yes, feel free to do anything you like with the live stream. If you want to create your own content, if you want to submit it to me as my content, or if you want to use it as your own, feel free. I literally don't have the time for most of the live streams to turn them into content. I mean, sometimes I do. Most of the time that's using an editor from Fiverr with varying degrees of success, always with my own input afterwards as well. Regardless, yeah, go ahead, it's free for all. As for the videos, I don't really know how that one works so much. That's probably more of a no-no, because I'm not entirely sure how much transformation can be done. That said, if there's enough creativity behind it, then I really don't know. I think it's a bit too early to be going too deep into this. It's usually channels with like 1 million subscribers who are like starting to suffer from these problems. I'm going to grab this stuff and throw it in a chest. Either way, I think I have kind of covered the main points on that. I feel like I will ramble too much if I go around in circles again. Or okay, either way, let's move on. Let's say that one is done for the time being. That said, feel free to re-engage the conversation with more comments and discussions if need be. For the time being, how is the PC build going? The PC build is going very epic. It's going so epic that most of it is now done. There are a couple of things that I'm waiting for. I need a power supply, which is on the way from America, that I bought on eBay because none of them were in stock anywhere. I had to buy it from eBay from America. That should be here around the 12th to the 15th of this month, which is 2 to 5 days, which is good. Wait, can we join you? You can if you go onto the Snapshot server and you check down in the description. There is the server details which you can use to join into the game. Very epic indeed. So long story short, PC build is going very well. I have the graphics card, I have the motherboard, I have the RAM. Oh my god, what other parts go in the PC? I have a case to put the stuff in. I have a motherboard to put the CPU into. I have the graphics card to put into the motherboard to make the game go brr. I also have a cooler for the CPU, but I haven't installed it yet because I need to take the motherboard back out so that I can install some case fans. And that's the second part that I'm actually missing. So basically I need a power supply, and there are a few case fans that are on their way as well, so that I can add some extra cooling, because I have a 3090 and a 5950X, and those are going to be some hot frickin' components. Like, man's not hot, but those things will be, and they're going to need some extreme cooling, especially since I decided, and this is kind of a crazy idea, my game plan for my PC is that I would get some of the most high-end, hot-running, and largest components on the market, that being the 3090 and the 5950X. And then I would put them in the single smallest PC case on the market that would accommodate both of these. I tried to make it as small as physically possible. And what I ended up with is a, what is it? It's like an 18-liter PC case, I think. It's, if I hold it up sideways, it's smaller than my computer monitor. I hopefully will do a video on it soon. It's ridiculous. It actually fits the 3090. It's one of the smallest PC cases a 3090 actually fits into. And it basically means that there's not all that much air inside. That said, there is a good airflow. I did make sure that it's not just going to explode. And by make sure, I mean it was really difficult to find information, and one other person seems to have done this. So we'll figure out how that goes when I get my power supply and I turn it on and I see if it sets on fire. The power supply should be the only thing I need. There are some case fans, as I mentioned. I'm waiting on those as well. I'm not entirely sure when those are coming through. I think that they're available on the 15th, so I'm not sure if that means they ship to me on the 15th, or if that means that they are in stock on the 15th and then need to ship to me too. All I know is those are definitely going to help, but I think once I get my power supply, I'm going to take it apart, properly install some of the stuff, because there are a few pieces that need to be put into place properly, and then I will set it up, and maybe it will not explode the second I turn it on. Maybe. No promises. I really hope it doesn't explode though. I also hope that I don't get too far behind on the chat messages, which is why I'm going to start addressing those. Now, this is a pretty epic cave, just to get completely distracted as soon as I say I'm going to address something else. But let's actually do that thing. Almost at 1K subs, we are indeed. T-20 last checking. T-20, I don't know. Let's go here and see what it says. It says T-20. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. I should not have been using both hands. Okay, either way, T-20, we are indeed getting close indeed. Kind of tying into the PC thing though, like, I'm not entirely sure what to do for 1k. There are a few ideas, all of which need to actually be worked on and implemented. I don't have a shield still. That's completely unrelated to what I'm talking about. But I just remembered I do not have a shield, and that is not a good thing. Oh well, let's eat some food so that I don't die, and continue on the discussion. I don't know what to do for 1k. There have been some suggestions and some ideas, some of which I will probably try to implement because they seem like a fun idea. That said, I still need to actually, like, create these things, and it would be nice to actually implement them ahead of time as well. It would be nice to have, like, for example, a celebration video. Actually, oh, hello, somebody died. Actually available to upload before hitting 1k, or at least, like, on the mark of hitting 1k. So the last thing I want to do is be on, like, 1.1k and release a 1k special. That said, I touched on this earlier. A lot of content creators do for all sorts of milestones. And quite frankly, now that I'm in their position, I completely sympathize. I completely understand how it happens. And yeah, we'll just see if we can do something about it anyway. Did want to make a video about the PC. Might probably almost I will do that anyway. Whether it's a 1k special thing, I don't know. But yeah, kind of one of the points is we have 20 subscribers to go. Please do not subscribe until my PC is ready to be built and I can actually make a video out of it, because this is terrifying. This is, oh my god, this is actually terrifying. I have no shield, and there are creepers, and they might explode. Okay, I'm going to keep running in circles. I have lots of food, lots of time, and lots of space. Awesome. I actually really like this. This is pretty fun. Yeah, so don't subscribe until my PC is ready, and then I also have time to make a video on it, because otherwise, that's just going to be a little bit stressful trying to figure out what else to do. I kind of joke, but I'm also kind of not joking. Please don't subscribe yet. Subscribe after the 15th, then we're good to go. Either way, thank you for the almost at 1k thing anyway. It is actually genuinely quite exciting. It's going to be pretty cool to get those community posts and then be able to abuse the polling system and break the YouTube algorithm. If you don't know anything about that, check out the Discord. Clanky Ubu sent something related to that probably about a week ago. Basically, somebody figured out how to break the YouTube algorithm, and it was using polls, because apparently engagement on polls got you overwhelming exposure and promoted you to a whole bunch of people. Merlin, fix your server lag. How about you deal with it? Because I am doing fine. I'm having a great time. I'm running around. The creepers are exploding. They're dealing with themselves. Everything is fine. Yeah, and I guess on the subject of dealing with the server lag, maybe, just maybe, with the monetization enabled as well, we'll be able to fund some bigger and better servers, which will in turn mean that we don't have to deal with lag. For the time being, we're on the old generation. This is the OG. Just take the time to appreciate the garbage and the trash and the impediments and the lag and all of these things, because one day we'll have a great and glorious setup, great and glorious environment. Everything will be so good, and we'll look back on these days and there'll be fond memories. We're like, wow, imagine, like, remember back in the olden days when the server lagged, when the computer lagged, all of these great things. And then after plenty of hard work, lots of time and lots of investments, we'll have such great things. One day, such great things. That is the game plan. The computer, probably one of the main ones for the content across the board, that's on the way. That's very nearly done. I'm out of food. I am going to be done as well. Done for. If I do not run for the hills. I need to run for the hills. I need to run for the hills. We need to do the caves part. We need to do the cliffs. We're done with the caves part. That's too scary and spooky down here. We need to go to the cliffs. Somebody did also die here. Let's just see if I can grab all this loot. I'm not sure what's going on with this. Either way, let's start getting back towards chat, because that was an entire segment around a single message and plenty of tangents along the way. Do you mind bloody punching me? This is why it's disabled normally. Either way, let's keep going with these comments. Either way, PC Bill 1k subs. Wait, can we join you? Can indeed. What chords are your base? I don't really have a base. I'm just running around underground. We have a temporary place, and it's literally a chest. One day the 3090 will be the least powerful graphics card. It won't be the least, but as with everything, technology just continues to improve incrementally. For now, it's the most powerful, or at least, like, relatively, it's up there. But once upon a time, the 1090, I'm not good with this. One of the old ones from a few years ago was the best. Yeah, There you go. That was a cohesive thought. I mean, think about it. Each iPhone incrementally gets better than the previous one, in some way, shape, or form. The iPhone 1 used to be like the most revolutionary phone in the world. Oh, I didn't do that properly. Doesn't matter. Nobody saw that. Used to be the most revolutionary phone in the world. Now compare it to the latest ones. That ain't nothing. 1090, yeah, I skipped that generation. I have a 970, and then I just closed my eyes to all technology for 5 years. I built my PC in 2015, and through that process I did some research, not all that much. I did some research, and I was like, oh yeah, cool, really cool, like PC technology and stuff. And then that was it. That was me done. 5 years later, I start looking into this stuff again. So I definitely skipped a few generations. I don't know the 20 series either. All I know is that I have spent quite a long time researching, and I have now invested probably a bit more money than is justifiable. But I hope and pray that at least in the long term, it will pay off over the next few years in some high quality content for anybody and everybody to enjoy. Hello, skeleton. Oh my god, oh my god, I need a shield. Before anything else, let's get in here, let's get a shield, and let's take a moment to grab the shield. Oh my god, okay, no, never mind. Bunch of stuff in the inventory. Thank you, goodbye. Okay, don't need this, don't need this, don't need this, don't need this, don't need this. I think I have most of the stuff, and we should have the resources to rebuild whatever we don't have. Don't need this. Have half the coal. There we go. Put that in the corner. Don't need 3 crafting tables. Fairly sure I can get away with just 1. These, those, and I guess don't need this either. There we go. Nice. Somebody left the door open. There we go. Dealt with, and everything's back to normal. Regardless, let's check up on some of these chat messages, because I've definitely been falling behind on a more consistent basis than actually keeping up with them in the first place. Either way, but how can I play that version? In the Minecraft launcher, there is an ability to select which installation version you have. Actually, I think I have a source for this. Somewhere. I think I have a Minecraft launcher source. Hey, Bows, you got the source, yes? Hey, Bows. I do not see it. I do not see the Minecraft window capture. No, it's not this one. MC launcher, there we go. Hold up, let me see if this works. It does work. Okay, so we have the Minecraft launcher here. Yes. Everybody familiar with the Minecraft launcher? Should I make this full screen? I might as well. Actually, no. Yeah, no. Let's keep it in the middle. I don't know why. I just feel like making it seem a little bit more bootleg. So we'll leave it here. So this is basically the installation selection that you can play the game from. But you can create new installations. If you don't have one already, go here into Minecraft installations, easy peasy, and I have a latest snapshot installation. If you don't have one of these, click create new installation, name it just something like snapshot. Doesn't really matter what you name it, just make sure that you can use this name to know what the thing is. Then there is then the version, and you have a drop down. This is what you're looking for, latest snapshot, and this automatically updates whenever new versions come out. You can set it to specific versions. For instance, I can set this to last week's snapshot version, but it will always be that snapshot version. I think I actually have an... Oh my god, get out of here. I don't know if I have example. There we go. I've got like 1.8, for instance, as an installation, so I can jump onto 1.8. I can also go as far back as C0.30_01C. This is for the series that I'm working on but haven't gotten that far with. This is also for a snapshot, April Fool's snapshot last year. 20 week 14 infinite. This is the infinity snapshot. Server crashed. It looks like you are correct. It did, didn't it? Righty ho, let's go back here and have a look at why it's broken. I don't know. Okay, let's go to the dashboard. In the meantime, hopefully, I can remember to not have the snapshot over the top. Either way, you create a new snapshot installation for the latest snapshot. You then select it from here, latest snapshot, easy peasy, and then you jump on into game. Now, with that in mind, let's close the Minecraft launcher. Let's go. Nice. Okay, now on the other side, let's go on over here and have a look and see if we can find out why it has died. Because it has died. Very much is dead. Anything in the... Oh, preparing spawn area. Did it just restart? Running Apex updater. Done, returned okay, done, restarting, server stop, loading server properties. What does it come up with? Anything about a crash? Maybe. Looks like a crash. Yes, it is. Righty-ho. Okay, either way, let's scroll down and see what else we are working with. Did it start up? No. Okay, what's going on down here? Let's stop it and start it. Startup done. Apparently startup is done, which it clearly is not. So let's just turn that off and turn it back on again. I think it might have actually been fine. I'm not going to lie. I might have just shut down the perfectly working server. Oh well, that's a problem for later. For the time being, let's stop it and start it. Get this thing up and running. And then we should be good to go. Hello. Still not even coming up with starting at the moment. It's still coming up with stop. Hello, server. I require you to cooperate with me, please. Server's not having a good time. Server is doing a big not broken. Merlin, can you not get big? Yeah, what? No. I protect Merlin. Can you not get big? You mean in terms of the channel? No promises. It's kind of the ambition, the game plan, but I can always try to remain in the personality sphere of a not big YouTuber. I also don't know if that's anything related to what you're talking about. It's entirely possible that this is a completely different context to what you're referring to. I will, however, use this time to catch up on the chat because, well, on the subject of not getting big, I actually have the capacity to check through all of these messages. Regardless, the components, check if they are all compatible. I don't know. Play on the server, check if they're compatible with the components. Merlin, how can I play on the version? Just did that walkthrough. You said never mind, but I didn't get that far through the chat, so I did the whole demonstration anyway. Either way, that's on me. If your PC turns on and off when you try to turn the PC on, check if the power supply is connected to the motherboard. Okie dokie. Yeah, I probably will try and plug the power supply into the motherboard. I think that would be a good idea. That's what he's doing. I'm seeing if the, yeah, I'm having, I hope channel in the pig becomes popular one day. Channel L Nut Pig. Channel I Nut Pig. I don't know. I do not know. Me no know. All I know is that I think I am catching up on a majority of these now. 1090, again, do not know. One day the 3090 will be the least powerful. Definitely not the least. I still have a 970. I'm also going over some of these chat messages more than once, but hey, better twice than nonce. Regardless, I'm he's Tommy in its old channel. Ah, makes sense. Either way, yeah, I still have a 970, so it's definitely not going to be the least powerful because my other computer has a less powerful GPU, so it's just straight up not going to work. But it will definitely not be the most powerful because, well, time passes, inevitabilities. Companies need to make their money, technology needs to make its incremental improvements, the server needs to hurry up and get back online. I need to get back in the server. I need to make sure I haven't missed any chat messages, which I hope I have not. Press a Q, go over here. Let's check these, and I think we are good. Merlin, if we join the server, would you give me an Opera Bay go mode so we can just play around in the snapshot? Maybe once we're done with the stream. After all, we reset the world afterwards anyway. This is just kind of a exploration of the features, and we have, I mean, epic. All I'm going to say is epic. I'm wondering what's down at the bottom of the world as well. Ow. I'm wondering what's down at the bottom of the world as well. That said, there are free server host abilities as well in order to play around in creative. So there's always those options as well. As for this one, I don't know. I don't know how far we'll follow up on this either. I'm not sure if we will end up continuing in this world. It depends on some of the terrain generation. But I would be inclined, at least for the time being, to follow up on the survival experience. and kind of get a first-hand look at what the survival experience will be like in all of these worlds. All of these features, all of these changes. How do they implement my ability to almost get blown up by a creeper? But not quite, because man's too speedy. Either way, I think I can readdress Channel I Not Pig is back. Channel I Not Pig is back. 1,000 subs when? Good question, Rambini. Hopefully not immediately, because I still need to prepare some 1,000 subscriber very epic moment content, and I currently do not have that prepared. So if I'm given a little bit more time, if I bought some time, that would be cool. Lady, get paper. Paper thing. There ain't no paper down here. We've only got seeds. Actually, we have quite a few things actually, but I do not see paper. I see a sign. There we go. I see a sign on a sign. A sign on a sign. There is a sign. Somebody needs to do a mathematical equation of cosine on the sign. And then if I sign it and if somebody else signs it with their signatures, then somebody could co-sign the cosine on the sign. Don't sub until Merlin has all the components. 15th or so is basically what we're going for. It's a little bit ironic because I think most of the people here are already subscribed anyway, but if you're not, then we still have a 19 subscriber margin, so you can still feel free to subscribe up until then. However, I am ironically, and this is like so counter to what almost any other content creator would say or do, I'm kind of open to not gaining subscribers just for a little bit, because yeah, the more time I can buy myself, the better, even though it slows down the growth and the analytics and all yada yada, and it doesn't unlock features that could potentially take a few months to actually get verified for anyway, even if yeah, I don't know. Regardless, I need to buy myself some time. Time is limited. Time is the most precious commodity on the earth, and I am pretty sure that that means I've caught up on the chat messages as well. What does that mean we do next? I don't know. I've been trying to focus on chat and rambling on random things for so long that I actually haven't really been paying attention. I've been kind of going into autopilot on Minecraft. I ran around for a bit and then we came back and we all survived, sort of, ignoring the part where people died, but we basically survived. I don't have a helmet, but that's fine. Maybe we go find more diamonds. Either way, can the 3090 enter your case? You're damn right it can. It was a painful amount of research to make sure that it actually fitted. Yeah, it's out of here, Mr. Creeper. It's actually, I was for the size of the case, I was impressed at how easily it fitted in. Because there are some case builds where people have had to like take parts of their case apart, and I realized there's actually a cutout, a 3-slot graphics card cutout that allows me to put the graphics card in really easily. I was actually like, I'm actually impressed at the compatibility. That okay, that's fine. I'm just going to yoink this one. Oh my god, okay, no, let's not yoink this. Do we have a bed? We should probably have a bed down here, because running all the way back is epic, but also slightly not epic. I'm gonna yoink some of those diamonds. I gave some earlier and I know I got some armor. Actually no, I don't really need diamonds. I'll put them in the chest. I probably got my fair share's worth anyway. We need more chests. That's a takeaway I've got. Put some spicy things in here. There we go. Spicy, spicy, spicy. Very, very nicey. Okay, let's get the rest of these items as well, because man don't want it. There's a bed here. Yeah, we need to place this thing down. Either way, yeah, it's a tight fit, but I'll go over it in more detail, because I think I should make a video regardless, just to add context to all of this discussion that I've been having in the live streams, if nothing else. But it is it's quite the build. I'm hoping it works. I'm hoping it doesn't set on fire, because again, I put the biggest and most hot components into the smallest case on the market that would fit them all in, and that is not necessarily a good combination. That said, the case actually has really good airflow. It's got ventilation on both sides. It's got ventilation on the top and the bottom and the back. It goes perfectly. It goes perfectly with the Founders Edition NVIDIA 30 series graphics cards as well. It pulls air from underneath. I just have no case. I mean, that would be good, but I have too much dog hair in my house. With a couple of dogs, there's too much dog hair, I get dust, it would be horrible. Those ones where they mount them directly onto the wall, though, I'm not going to lie, those are really cool. I kind of want one of those desk ones as well. You know, where they build them into the desk. I don't know. There are lots of things I want, and in life, we may want many things, but the actual work required to get them kind of restricts which ones we actually decide are worthwhile. I'm not entirely sure about a desk PC. They're pretty cool, but I think in the greater scheme of things, there are more valuable ways to spend my money. That said, that's coming from somebody who spent too much on the PC build, and probably won't regret it long term, but short term, it's definitely making me question my life choices. That said, there's no 3080 Ti. Those are just not available on the market. Those don't exist. They got straight up cancelled because of the available supply shortages. And the 3080, those are just way overpriced as well anyway. So kind of in a situation where doing what we can do under the conditions, based on availability, probably the single worst year to try and build a PC, because everything is just in limited supply. The whole COVID situation, the whole supply and demand situation, everybody's working from home, everybody's doing upgrades. It's a whole situation, but we're finally on the tail end. Things should be arriving soon. And I should wrap up a 4-month saga of trying to build a new PC. And I don't have a monitor. I also do not have monitors for my PC yet. I can use my existing ones, but I'm building a PC that can technically game in 4K and no, 8K. It can easily game in 4K. Technically game in 8K, and I have 1080p 60Hz monitors that are like £100 and 4 or 5 years old. But at the end of the day, we'll incrementally increase those. For the time being, we're good to go. I'm quite happy. And honestly, the fact that I can even stream on my current PC in the first place is surprising. Some games very much can't. If anybody was there for the Far Cry series, where we played Far Cry 3, 4, 5, Far Cry 5. Oh, if I just count up enough, I'll eventually get there. Where we played Far Cry 5, that was atrocious. That was honestly probably the single worst video experience that you're going to have on the channel, and it was part of the inspiration as well. Like it was beyond just bad. It was like borderline unplayable and just horrific to watch. But we had a good time. It was funny. It was fun. And at the end of the day, it's a developmental step in the channel. It takes us where we need to go, one step at a time. Maybe Far Cry 6 can be in glorious high definition. All I know is that at the end of the day, we still had a fun time. Cheeseburger the bear, my man, the bear, very epic, very awesome. But I also do need to actually catch up on some messages because I'm getting behind on chat again. I'm also running in circles. I've noticed in Minecraft I'm not really achieving too much. I'm running backwards and forwards and that's about it. Taking some hits. I'm going into autopilot. I'm just doing some automatic things. I'm just like eating and running and hitting things with swords. There is not too much cognitive power going on behind the scenes. What else is there though? What is there? I'm trying to think back to the release notes, which I'm definitely not going to remember, but I might as well try to see what else we can kind of discover and explore. Now, I'm loving these caves. Enough to jump down. Sure thing. Oh, you saw that. I got scammed. No. I should... Oh, well, it's a good thing I have a respawn point here. Either way, let's try and catch up on these messages. Maybe that's the game telling me to do more brain-dead automatic running around in circles and more actually reading the chats instead of trying to be creative and wacky and adventurous. I don't know. All I know is that was 100% down to the lag. I made that MOT water. Y'all saw it. It's on video. Regardless, let us keep going when? 1,000 subs? I don't know. That's happening in the future. That's all I know because it hasn't happened in the past and it isn't happening in the present. So sometime in the future, let's wait and see. It depends how consistently and frequently I'm able to continue creating content. So I guess we'll wait and see on that one. Did the water even go down? It did not. No water. No water today. That's fine as well. There's loads of resources here. Awesome. Nice, nice, nice. And let's get all my stuff back. Hi, skeletons. Hi, guys. Hi, everybody. Hi, welcome to my Minecraft Let's Play. I'm gonna grab all my loot, please. Oh, dodge and weave, dodge and weave, dodge and weave. Okay, 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 okay. I need to get the heck out of here. I think, even if I got hits there, I think if I got the armor on in time, it would have still been more valuable to get hit than, okay. Time to implement that running thing I said earlier. And this is also not a good time to be reading the chat, which is exactly why I'm going to do it. I'll just have no case. I do agree with the idea of having no case. Maybe in the future, I'll have a minimal setup. Basically, my current PC is a big case. It's like unnecessarily big. It's a big boy. It's humongous. And it's kind of inspired me to go the other direction. Punch, 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 punch. Nothing's really moving. I'm sure this is fine. Oh yeah, this goes back to the thing I was saying earlier. I'm going to get very distracted repeatedly by going on tangents. But remember, most of you probably weren't here when I said it, but basically Jesus, there's the parable in the Bible where he like fed 1,000 people or 5,000 people on one fish, right? And that's like a Bible story and it makes loads of sense. Well, what if you're on a what if Jesus was on a super laggy server, right? And like, he fed one person a fish and they were like, oh, munch, 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 munch. There, I'm done eating the fish. Awesome. And then he gave it to the next person. They were like, oh, munch, 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 munch. I'm done eating the fish. See what I'm doing here? It's not using... Oh my God. Oh, frickin'. Never mind. Let's try and eat that fish. Hang on. Either way, see what I'm doing there? I'm making an epic meme around the TPS and the fact that you keep on eating fish. See, it stopped doing the hold up to mouth eat animation. So technically I was done eating the fish. And if he did that with like 5,000 people... then I don't know, maybe the placebo would make them think they ate food. It's okay, my mind works in weird ways, but you'll be thankful when I make weird and wacky content. That's all I know. I also know that I'm being chased by a lot of mobs. I need to run, and I also seem to kind of be trapped underground, but at least there's a lot of space. Like, I'm actually having fun being chased by mobs now. It's actually like a good thing because there's places to run, whereas when you're in a tight cave, oh boy, it's just stressful. It's nothing but stressful. Soul sand. Where the heck did that come from? Who's been going and getting soul chain from around the block? Either way, I am finally free from the mobs. I need to catch up on the chat. I'm going to keep saying this because I keep getting behind, but I'm also being chased by mobs. Either way, we're fine. Everything's fine. Everything is a-okay. I see some fish and oh my God, everything is not okay. Everything is still getting worse. Regardless, my monitor has a VGA connection. That is always a good sign. Got to love the VGA. The G in VGA stands for gamer. Very gamer accessory. It's a very gamer accessory. That's what VGA is. And yeah, oh fuck. And white wool. Why do I have this? Bro, can you stop shooting me? I'm trying to fucking do a commentary here, man. Anyway, there we go. Awesome. Cool. Okay. Either way, yeah, that's definitely what it stands for. As a technical and hardware and computer professional, I can confirm all of what I said is true. And, yeah. Let's hope there's no lava below me. Let's actually make sure that I'm safe in case there is. Although clearly last time I wasn't safe, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, on the server's going to be a fun time. Either way, let's get some diamonds. Man's getting rich. Man's a rich man. I'm also covered in arrows. Man is straight up on the Sonic the Hedgehog vibes. Doesn't matter. Either way, VGA, LOL. See, Pinwino is so big brain that they're ahead on the reactions. I'm making these hella accurate statements around... I don't need gravel. Hella accurate statements around very gamer accessories. And they're coming in with the LOL, even though we're kind of warping space-time. So that's an old message. Either way, monitor poop. Me no want poop monitor for me as well. I'm not even sure if I'd be able to make 4K videos if I don't have a 4K monitor. Because the intention is that I can actually increase the video quality that I deliver to the channel. That's definitely one of the vague justifications. But yeah, I think I actually need to make a monitor upgrade as well. And I overspent and I don't have the funds this month. I literally need to wait until March to actually get a monitor for my PC. So we're going to be dealing with fast, but still same resolution until then. Either way, for the time being, we should be good to go. At least it's HDMI. My monitor is poop. At least it is HDMI. The VGA doesn't even have support on the new graphics card. Yeah, that's never a good sign. But it depends. Do you have said new graphics card? As long as what you have supports what it is, then that should be a-okay, good to go. That's all I know. All I know is that, and also that I need to eat fish. Regardless, VGA, true, I would say that a big case is better for long term. It probably is in terms of thermals. That said, it's also pretty it's a big boy. It's a heavy thing. It takes up space. It's not great for having on my desk. It's also quite loud. The case fans, I really wasn't taking into account the audio when I picked whatever, this PC. So it's pretty loud. It's only because my microphone has some kind of filters on it that you actually can't hear it in the first place. It would be just a constant humming in the background. I mean, maybe you can. Oh, actually, maybe if I switch over my microphone to my scuffed up mic, you'll be able to hear it a bit better.
Oh, there we go. It is working. Yeah, my mic was muted, so it just wasn't going to work anyway. Let's try this now. Entering hyperdrive. Speed mode.
Anyway, that's enough of that one. Is this set up? I think it should be, what one is this? There we go, that one. Good, okay, awesome. Keep it. You want me to keep it? Okay, I'm not sure how much longer I'll be streaming for. I probably will end soon. So I'll keep the scuffed mic for the rest of the stream.
Okay. Oh my god, it peaks immediately. Jesus Christ. Hello, Stakes. You came at a great time. We're going to the scuffed audio microphone. I don't know if the music is playing either. Oh wait, no, actually, I think I can do this. There we go. I think I should have... Oh my god, it peaks immediately as soon as I say anything. Yeah, so... We've got the music in the background. I've muted the microphone at the same time, but we are going with scuffed audio for the final bit. It's like, I'm like a 2010 YouTuber, or Twitch streamer. Back when the... Oh, it sounds ridiculous. Back when the expectations, back when the standards were a lot lower, and we're now on the scuffed mode. Into scuffed mode we go. Do we do one final exploration, one final expedition in scuffed mode? I think we have to. I mean, I need to do some kind of content with scuffed mode, so let's stick with this for the time being. Where do we go though? Like, I've been running around in circles, I've been doing plenty, but where do we actually go? Where is our destination? I feel like I haven't explored this way enough. That's where we came from, so let's not go that way. I mean, I did kind of explore it though. Either way, you sound 13. Very epic. I've got scuffed 13-year-old, and then, like, not scuffed, not 13-year-old simultaneously. Stop. Redstone, this is by your own doing. This is by your own hand. You brought this upon yourself and everybody else. You're 100% accountable, Redstone. I don't mean to put all the blame on you, but I kind of do mean to put all the blame on you. This was your idea, okay? This is on you! It's good having two microphones. Stop moving. Oh, stop moving. Oh, I see. That makes more sense. Either way, you somehow sound younger. Well, oh wait, no, I think I made it better this way. I've kind of angled it a bit more towards my mouth. The secret is, it's all just filters. It's all just microphone filters. I've been 13 the whole time. Either way, let's make sure I haven't missed any of these, because I have missed some messages still. That seems to be a running theme. Regardless, overkill by itself, I can get 2 CPUs. I think that might be a bit overkill. That said, having a local server would be quite cool, especially as a content creator. I don't think I need to at the moment. Oh, I haven't been here. Definitely haven't been here. So let's explore this cave. I think what we do is we explore this cave as much as possible. If I die, maybe I just don't respawn and we lose all the items. Maybe that's one of the conditions. Or maybe I just explore until I run out of places to explore and then I head back to the base and we see what happens next time. I don't know. For the time being, let's just keep on running around, because this is actually quite exciting. I am liking this new terrain generation. Cave generation is looking mighty nice. I love how they've done these pieces in the middle as well. Oh, it really just adds to it. Either way, you can record in 4K with OBS, so yes, you can make 4K videos. Okay, nice and spicy. I'm looking forward to that. They've definitely made it easier to find diamonds, because they are lying about all over the place. I'm not sure if they're going to make any changes to this. And I'm not sure if I'm going to make any changes to the fact it's lagging a little bit. Yeah, I'm not sure if they're going to plan any changes to make it a little bit more tricky to find diamonds, because they are just all over the place now. That said, maybe that's part of their game plan, because they did also introduce a higher tier of armor. I think everybody kind of knows about that already, the netherite armor. So diamonds aren't even as rare as they used to be. Oh my god, anyway. There's so many zombies, help! Oh, I need to catch up on chat, but I also need to not deal with super fast zombies and skeletons shooting me from the other side. This is not a good situation, ladies and gentlemen. There are diamonds. I thought I had riches. I thought I would get bitches. Instead, I got an army of the undead, all chasing me. Ooh, more diamonds. Yeah, this is definitely not going to backfire. I can guarantee that everything is going to go perfectly fine. Surprisingly, I was right. I don't know how that ended up going fine, but it did. There are still more diamonds behind. I know there are some. I'm also scrolled up in chat, which means I'm now missing some messages, which is a running theme anyway, so to be entirely honest, it's not even worth addressing, because I will address the messages themselves in the near future. So guys, I need you to... I've got problems. I mean, I could build myself into a wall, but where is the fun in that? We were here for the caves, not for the inside of stone. I'm going to keep running around. Hi, zombie, please don't hit me into the lava. Thank you very much. Awesome. Thank you. Goodbye. Creeper, how's it going, buddy? If you could just do something about those guys, that would be awesome. Do I have long enough to scroll down and chat by tabbing out? That's a no. That's a fast spider. Oh my god. Okay. I think I need to run. I should probably leave this area, right? Okay, let's readdress that Jesus thing, because it's still a funny meme, and I don't know if I properly explained it. So the Jesus thing. Jesus feeds 1,000 people on a single fish because they're lagging. They eat the fish, and they're like, "Oh, look at me! I'm done eating the fish." Except, oh wait, no, I am done eating the fish. Never mind, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, come on. I've like hinted on it 3 times. I think I've made enough points for it to make sense. I think you know what I'm getting at. TPS, lagging, whatever. It's funny, okay? Believe me. You can tell it's funny because I have to tell you that it's funny. Merlin, where are you? I'm running back. I'm near the light. I'm scrolling down. Correct. Can record in 4K. Okay, so that's good. Current graphics card that I have doesn't support it, and I had to buy an adapter. I mean, there is an adapter though. There do be an adapter, and at the end of the day, if the adapter works, then it still works. Okay, I need to run back. I don't want to go into the base though, because I feel like once I go into the base, that's kind of sealing the deal and calling it GG on the stream. But at the same time, it's almost impossible to keep up on chat if I'm being chased by speed hacking lag monsters, which are honestly quite good titles. These guys are getting a good deal. The monsters at this server definitely getting some privileges. Okay, either way, sound 13, stop, no, okay, it sounds like a 17 to 18, stop moving, blow into mic. Blow into the microphone! Can do, boss man. I feel like I'm... Is it even what? Yeah, okay. I thought I broke it. I actually use this microphone for work as well. I hope it's not this scuffed at work. It's ironic. I have a good microphone, but the audio keeps breaking and glitching and stuff. It's just a pain to deal with. Either way, blow into mic, 07, can do, go walls, wanted riches but got stitches. Maybe there are too many stitches. There are no chickens though, which is a shame. Did you go left or right? I went right here. Oh, no, I'm going to eat, going to run. Man's got to run, man's got places to be. We are on a limited time frame at this stage. Sub 2 Redstone Pirate, my man knows what's poppin'. Let's go. It didn't lag this time, so I actually survived. Let's try and explore down here a little bit. This is spooky. This is exciting. I want to see what's down here. And then I think that will be the finale, the win, the GG, the epic. Hello, skeleton. You haven't moved yet. This is so intimidating. The mobs just stand there menacingly, and then suddenly they go into hyperspeed. You know, a mob that actually does that would be quite cool. That would actually be like quite an interesting enemy to go up against. Like, menacingly standing there for however long they decide to, and then just super speed at you at some point. Either way, are you using another mic or a mic filter? I'm using a different microphone. It's the headset microphone as opposed to the XLR microphone. There is a very definite difference in quality. And that's kind of the point. Like, it's gotten to the stage where I kind of use this mic as a deliberately scuffed microphone. It's kind of a funny juxtaposition to have. Hello, Redstone Pirates. Hello, welcome back. It's like going back. Oh my god, this is what I mean. Sudden super speed of all of the mobs. Okay, I think our final quest. I know what our final quest is. My final quest is to get Redstone Pirates back here and get their stuff safely. Now, if they do that on their own, then that's quite easy, but I think I will call that the final quest of the day, because I am running around in circles way too much. I'm not exactly sure where to go and what to do, but I do know that that is a valiant quest for a valiant ally. And there's diamonds here. We'll save those for next time. We got this. We do got this. Oh, that out. Oh, okay, hang on. I don't got this. I don't got this. Nah, we totally got this. We're good to go. Either way, did you go left or right? Where did you go? I went down here. You went somewhere else. And now we have also surpassed the need to go over that comment, because it's kind of a little bit old news. I think we both know how and why that's not relevant anymore. So I think you're up here. And I think it's actually... Oh. Remember that thing I said earlier about when I die, we just kind of call it GG on the items? Well, Redstone Pirate, those are your items. Feel free to do what you like with them. I'm also pretty sure that continuing with the scuffed mic for too long is just going to be too scuffed. Even though, as I said in the 2 channels video, this is kind of diverging as the embrace the scuffed and just enjoy the madness. Simultaneously, on the other channel, there are some videos coming soon as well. There's one that came out the other day, a couple of days ago, yesterday, I can't even remember. There's one coming in the not too distant future. Either way, Yell PogChamp, I'll end the stream with that one. There's one coming out soon as well, still working on another Hytale video, and there will be more to follow. Either way, are you using another mic? Okay, I think I've addressed that one as well. Merlin underscore Minecraft, don't die. This is bad timing to read that comment. But I think I have also read all of the other comments. I probably missed a few, sorry if I did, but it's the inevitability. It's difficult to keep up. Like, I'm not good at this game at the best of times, and then trying to divert some of my lack of brain cells that are being used on the game to then also try and keep up on the chat. I mean, it's part of the nature. I mean, it's exactly what I signed up for when I started streaming. But I'm doing what I can. Oh, here's an update. Hermes, we've got your Pinty... What the fuck? Pinty bows? What the heck is that? Hang on. I'm going to check the status on this email, because it's almost definitely computer related. If it's not, then that's going to be embarrassing. Pinty bows. What is that? Please explain. Pitney Bows from Pitney Bows. Is that the person? That might be who I'm ordering it from. Either way, track your parcel. Let's have a quick gander at what this is. This might be the power supply, so we might actually get to finish off that point about the PC with a little bit of a in-depth, high definition, neither of those things, out of depth and low definition run through of what the status is. Where's it at? What is popping? Parcel tracking. Snow and ice are slowing us down at the moment. Our teams are working to deliver parcels safely in challenging conditions. Track your parcel for the latest updates. It's on its way. Parcel is at local depot and is on its way. That's not that much information. We got your parcel and we're processing it for you. Your parcel is at local depot. So it's not out for delivery yet, but to be honest, I'm not even sure what this is actually tracking. I don't know if this is my fans, I don't know if this is something else. Me save your things, thank you Redstone Pirates, greatly appreciated. I'm under the assumption this is the power supply. Long story short, it will be here soon. With the excitement of it being here soon, I am going to call it quits on the snapshot, because we have done a lot. We've gone underground, we've gone to negative Y coordinates, and that is quite an exciting pioneering moment. I've never been to negative Y coordinates before. I mean, I kind of have. I've fallen out of the void many times. I don't know if those count though. regardless, what am I trying to do? Stream ending screen. Let's pop on over here. Should I feel like I shouldn't switch back from the scuffed mic either. I feel like I should just keep rolling with it. I could go back to the proper microphone. I'll be honest, I've actually put it up, away, and behind my monitor now anyway. We're sticking with it. We're going with the scuffed mic. We've got the Minecraft sounds in the background. Very epic. I can see Redstone Pirate running around in my respawn screen. Vape more! No, I shall not. I do have a vape, but I shall not vape. Either way, hello Isaac, thank you for your comment on my microphone being very nice. It is a high quality microphone. It's the best of the best. It's such a good microphone. I upgraded my PC setup. I got a new microphone delivered recently, and yeah, this is my new microphone. I hope you like it. This is my content from now on. Park jump!